Today, the State Department was trying to head off any expectations of spectacular or thunderous events.
On the straight and narrow down the path I was given. Somewhere in the past I was scratching and itching, fighting over scraps with the rats in the kitchen. Anything and everything to mask inhibition. Trapped in the prison, searching for the light in the cracks where it's hidden, to separate the wheat from the chaff and the true and living fact from the fiction. The ruling class master division, but couldn't match wits with the mathematician. Take away the pretense, add to the vision. You talk loud but you lack the conviction. Tactician back with the bone to pick a little fame. Now they act different with the shoulder chip. You wanna be some kind of prima donna throwing fists? What's the onomatopoeia for an open fist? Yup. And then what else? What? Oh, true. Right. Clap to the rhythm. Back in the domicile, strapped with the big guns. Did a quick run, hopped the flight down to AZ, and whipped state to state like a bat out of Hades. From the womb to the dirt, birthed by the universe and consumed by the earth. We shed the costume like cocoons and emerge from a reptile skin or the plumage of a bird. Gently down the stream, life is but a night shift, lucid in a dream, reaching for the light switch. Remove the leeches and the ticks, throw them in the fire pit somewhere deep in the abyss. Get your head sorted, your frequency and pitch with the first words spoken and the reason we exist. Wake the dead, act about as sheepish as it gets, sleeping with the fish in the ditch. Alright, and then what else? Yeah, true. Right.
What's going on, retards?
Hey everybody,
cocaine
I'm
and,
Toxic Piplup. Shut up. I'm Toxic Piplup, and I'm here with King Brick Ship. Ship? How do you pronounce your
Ship?
name? How do you pronounce your name?
You
There's a
pronounce
P in
it,
it. I see three P's in it. There's P in your name. No, there's shit in
P.
your. Wait, pick a name. I'm King Brick Piplup. No, you're King. Wait. You.
I'm Toxic.
No, you're not. No, you're
Pickup.
not.
Toxic
That's not your
Pickup,
name.
You're
No,
king,
no.
You're King Brick Shirt.
No, I'm
Brick Shirt?
King. I'm the king of bricks. And then I got a shit actually. Can we pause this? Can we record this later?
I kind of do too. I'm not gonna lie. We got an issue.
Hi everybody. This is
Hi, chat.
now recording. The other one is the fake now record. No, wait. This is no. Are we allowed to say that? Are they gonna sue us for that one?
They could sue the founder. Anyway, I and the real Toxic.
And I
Pickup,
founded now recording.
I don't think that. Well, I mean, kind of in a weird
In a
backwards way.
In a roundabout way, I kind of did. You know, if you think about it.
You're part of the reason why it started. Anyway,
I should
more
shake
importantly,
that down for some money.
Bro, do you know what today is?
Thursday.
I don't think that's true either. Besides it being Wednesday,
wait, it's Tuesday. Wait, what day is today? Oh, today really is Wednesday. Oh shit, no, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. You're fucked up. All right. Hi.
Right.
Hey, we got Trippy Savage in the comments. We got Toxic People in the comments. We got Douglas Kobu in the comments. And we got King Brick Shit and Nietzsche and Liana. Woo! And there's a few lurkers because
there's a YouTube message in there too that tells you to behave and be a good noodle.
I miss streaming and reading comments. I should
It's pretty
stream.
fun, isn't it? Yeah,
I should start streaming. You think one's in the chat if you think I should stream occasionally?
Maybe for 42 days straight.
I'm all out of cocaine. Energy drink. YouTube. Okay. We only support legal drugs here.
There's no strikes going around. All right, I don't need to grab one, but if you're gonna do cocaine, make sure it's a beverage.
Am I allowed to say that I dislike strongly illegal drugs, or if I say the H word, they're gonna be mad?
Let's not say whores, okay?
Yeah.
But do you wanna get into the interview? You wanna
interview?
Yeah.
What? You didn't tell me. Wait. You didn't tell me we're doing an interview.
You're interviewing for a job. You're gonna be if you.
Hey, I'm gonna get the job. All right, so $75 an hour starting.
Well, if you do good enough,
minimum.
I can pull a few strings.
Do it on an escalating scale. You know what I mean? Like I'll bring a weapon and then we'll escalate the.
You're reminding me of someone I knew 500 days ago.
Hey, who's that guy?
I think it actually was King Brick Shirt. I don't know what his name was. Orchard Express? Orchard.
That guy died. That guy, we had to kill him and replace him with a clone, so nobody would question it.
That's fair. Speaking of 500 days ago, Brick, early 2022, when you joined the community.
2022, the worst mistake I ever made.
How do you look back on that time frame?
Oh, it was fun. All right, we have to be serious now. It was actually really fun. Whatever I was on, which was a mix of LSD, PCP, mushrooms,
that's a lot of algebra
and a lot of stuff. It was a fun time, and also fear of the government. Fun fact, that one.
When did that leave?
What Matt? What? Who Matt? Who's Matt? I don't know. That is.
When did the fear of the government leave?
Never, but generally sometime in like May.
Huh.
Because the government doesn't do anything in the summer. They all go on vacation on our dime. You know what I mean? That's how they do it.
That's fair. Like when all the teachers and stuff go on break, they do too, and the world just stops for a little bit. Anyway, so break.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, you keep getting us distracted. That was a fun time. Like that was a really fun time. I enjoyed myself. That was when I first was getting into Discord and learning about all this networking and drama and all these crazy people on the internet. And then little did I know, I was a crazy people on the internet, and I made my home here. And I think the rest is history. All right, that's the interview. We can wrap it up, boys. Thank you guys for tuning in to that.
I hate to break it to you, Brick. I got about 34 more questions plus people if they want to call in.
This is a character assassination attempt, isn't it?
It is some sort of assassination attempt.
Abraham Lincoln did nothing wrong. Oh wait, no. What was it?
He had a dream, didn't he? Was that the one with the dream?
No. I have a Dreamcast. I was telling you about that
Dreamcast,
last week.
Sega?
Yeah. It's pretty good actually. I play Crazy Taxi on it.
I play Sonic Adventure 2 anyway. That came up before I was born. Question number 2, Rick.
Trippy is right though. Paranoia is the fucking hardest drug. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So back in early 22, early 2020.
Back in
Yeah.
1922.
Yeah, back in 22.
In my day, they invented the flying machine a few years prior.
Mr. Brick, you were obsessed with a woman. You were obsessed with a woman.
A woman? Is that what we're gonna call it? We're gonna call this person. She might be a clone or
Mrs.
a robot.
Venti. All right.
Venti? Oh, you mean the latte lady?
Latte lady. No, we'll get to her. We'll get to ice cream lady in a minute.
Oh, Mrs. Travone with the, I wonder what happened to her.
Brittany Venti, you were obsessed with her. What are your thoughts on her currently?
Honestly, I haven't watched any of her stuff in 8 months to a year or something like that. When did I actually? No, that's a lie. What? Actually, no, it's August. So yeah, shit, longer than that. I kind of fell off watching that in 10 in around October, November. I got too busy doing my own thing, which I guess is a good thing, right? She seems pretty cool. I mean, it's funny. I ended up in the drama community, right? And I'm a little socialite. I like to talk and meet people and have good conversations. And there's a thing called tea. And when I first got into the drama, well, it's also a thing that you make and you put mushrooms in it, and then you tell people it's just regular tea, and then you give it to them, and they have a bad day, man. It's
We'll get there.
Yeah. So when I first got into drama, I found out about tea. Do you know what tea is?
Tea. There's a tea slur. There's tits. There's sweet tea. There's iced tea. There's the letter T. There's tints. Tentacles.
Specifically, I'm talking about the Harry Potter universe's use of tea.
Okay.
And I don't know why my schizo brain applied that, but the way I viewed it is the Harry Potter thing. You look at the tea leaves at the bottom, and then you get a fucking a message, and you could schizo out you could just look at anything and see what's the message. I'm getting vibes right now, and somebody's saying, "Hi, Dougie Fresh. I'm supposed to be going to sleep. Devil's Cup tea." You see, I just pulled that out of the ether. I just made that up right there.
So that's what started your obsession with Brittany Venti is the tea.
The tea. Trying to figure out what's going on, man. Plug. That's coming up. I'll tell that later. Or no, that's not the name of the show. What's the name of my show?
What the fuck is going on? Anyway,
oh, it's the Roundup, isn't it?
I think so. Do you regret how much money? Because anyone who knew,
regret?
Shut the fuck up.
If I was even, it's a great song, by the way.
That's fair. Anyone who knew you back then knew that you were constantly watching, talking, breathing about Brittany Venti.
Yes.
And do you regret how much you used to donate to her?
Honestly, I'd like to say yes, because I could definitely it was a little bit of money, right? It was
a bit. You changed your answer 4 times in the interview. You went from about 2 to 3 to 3,000.
I don't even remember, honestly. It's one of those things where I don't even look back. It probably would have been better spent on equipment, but it did work to get me where I had to go. Get me in the right circles. Because if I didn't do that, if I didn't spend that money and end up doing the path I did, I'd just probably still be watching streams on the internet. Maybe not. I'd like to think that I would have found my way this way anyway, but the whole path that I walked was such a weird, convoluted path, that that I don't regret anything. I had a good time. I had a wild time. It was funny. It was absurd. It was kind of like at fucking times I look back, it was kind of cringe for a little bit. But we're all cringe sometimes, and embrace your cringe. That way, you could be the most cringy you, or maybe sometimes funny. I don't know.
Crunchy you sounds like a snack.
Cringy you, ooh, cringe. Actually, that
Like,
sounds
maybe like a cereal.
I don't know. That sounds like a university, like somewhere in
Like cringy you.
in the Midwest. Yeah,
No, that's what they call like the universities in Europe. Cringe EU.
cringy. No, that's what they call anybody who has a European personality. They're cringe. Yeah.
Cringe EU.
The standard European. Well, Americans are very dumb, and you don't understand what we Europeans, because we're high class. And did I'm Indian now? I don't know. I can't keep an accent. I don't know. Is this racist? Maybe this is racist. I don't know. But I could do another one. No, I can't. I'm an Indian guy.
What's the one you do whenever with your coworkers? What's that one?
Which one? Oh, that's not even an accent. All right.
That's
Look,
definitely an accent.
no. Well, look, I speak a little bit of Spanish. And when you speak Spanish, you kind of. I speak like fucking Spanglish, like broken fucking English Spanish. So like it kind of just my English becomes Spanish a little bit. Like I gotta be careful if with how everything's going politically. If Trump gets elected again, they might deport me. Like because I know the FBI is listening. Let me tell everybody this to make them paranoid. If you're listening to this, the FBI is listening to you. They're always listening to you. They have your phone. Listen. Look what NSA was. The whistleblower, Jeremy Snowden. What was that guy's name? Michael Snowden. Michael Rappaport. Michael Rappaport. Listen to what Michael Rappaport says. He knows what's up. Okay. All right. Anyway, I don't want to get people too paranoid.
I didn't organize my questions before this because I suck. So I'm gonna go like in and out of different topics.
In and out? You ever been to In and Out?
No, they don't have them down here. It's like I think it's a Western thing, isn't it?
I've been there once. Yeah.
It
It was a good burger. Yeah, I mean, I had no clue when I went there. I didn't order. My buddy was ordering for me, and he was like, "Can I get a yada yada animal style with a yada?" And I'm like,
Animal
"What?"
style.
I don't know. I think it means they
Like
jizz
dog?
on my food.
Like dog?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Trippy, how do you get an In-N-Out burger, Trippy? Because I know Trippy is from New Mexico, West Virginia.
those are two
Thursday
completely different.
afternoon. He's from Saskatchewan, isn't he? I think he's from Portland, Oregon.
I've only asked you two of my questions.
A
in like 23
whale's
minutes.
vagina. A whale's vagina.
That's
Well,
how
this
you
is-
get in and out.
Yeah. I mean, that's. I mean, you can go all the way in and all the way out.
This is a perfect transition, all right, with the well.
Oh,
going in and out.
wait, that's like 5 years down the road when I already fell off and I probably like did something horrific, like ran a guy off the road and then killed a person with my car, and I need to like get away from the allegations, so I come
Speaking
out.
of killing people with your car, next question: where's Mike the Jew?
Oh, can I plead the fifth on that one? Because I don't. That's still like pending.
Well, no, you can't. But I'll give a little context while you think of a fake answer.
I know who Mike the Jew is. I don't want to have to admit
Yeah,
what
but
I
I'm going to
did.
give them context. I don't know who Mike the Jew is.
Oh, well, he is a guy. He was a friend of mine. And like Jeremiah was a bullfrog type of thing. Nothing to do with that. But he was this guy Mike, and he was a Jew, and it was very much his personality. Basically, he was like the richest guy. He was a friend of my friend, right? And he was like
the last name.
he was the richest guy in the friend group. Like worked at. Let me dox the company he works at. Dick and Dick.
Okay.
I'm a dick.
You should go work there with Mike the Jew.
I should. And he said he was clearing like six figures. He would be the one to like try to figure out like exactly what the bill was and like not tip anybody and stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah. He earned that name. It wasn't just because he was Jewish. He earned the name. Like he really did. Like he really. Funny thing about that guy. He was so excited to get a dog, right? And he named it Tucker.
Carlson?
Yeah, actually, after Tucker Carlson, he was so excited to get a dog. He handed it to Tucker Carlson, gave the dog away in like 3 days. Couldn't handle it. It was too much for him. It was seriously. That's a fucking real story. He he was so excited. He had a house. He had a fucking again 6-figure salary house. All that stuff like that. Wanted a dog. Gave the dog away in like 3 days. Gave it to the neighbor. Couldn't handle it. Got a puppy. Couldn't handle it.
If anyone wants to know a little bit more about Mike the
puppy.
Jew.
Oh. If anyone wants to know Mike the Jew, he lives at 189.
Yeah, more importantly, in Break's first call-in on Shot from the Point, he brings up Mike the Jew, which is a very schizo call. You should probably go listen to it. It's in the first interview.
The dangle. I'm still surprised Tommy let me go on for 20 minutes with that. Like that was. I
didn't know he had that kind of patience for.
Wow. Yeah, that probably was the most patient, and that was. It's funny. That's why Tommy can't stand me anymore because all his patience for me, he wore out that first 20 minutes. That was it. After that, it's actually Tommy. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand humor.
Meta jokes.
Exactly, meta jokes. Hey, like that's you're pulling them threads, right? Meta jokes. Talk about a meta joke. Hey, if I'm not gonna fight Nick Fuentes because he's a,
we'll get there.
Then I'll fight you, Mark Zuckerberg. I'm pointing at the camera that doesn't exist, but he won't do that.
I think Elon's already working on that one for you.
I'm gonna fight you, Sam. Who
else?
I
think Elon said he was gonna show up to his house or something.
Elon? Whoa!
Mark Zuckerberg's house.
Docs Mark Zuckerberg's house.
Could you imagine?
Whoa! It's not like I know that Mark Zuckerberg lives at 648.
Break.
What?
Who and where is Sally Ice Cream Lady?
Sally Ice Cream Lady. Funny story about that. So Sally Ice Cream Lady, me and her, she was when I got out of Brittany Venti's server because I did a somebody told me later because I when I did the interview with you, I still wasn't back in that server. So I wasn't I wasn't in on the know. So I went out, I got cast out of the place where I was created. And then I came into this new place and I flourished in the drama and I learned to love it. And then I had my whole experience and I grew and I learned the internet and how to do things and be not I thought I wasn't a normie, but I was a complete normie. Anyway, so then I figured out all these wild and crazy people. And then I went back to that server eventually. And I met some people who were in that server. And a few people said, I brought a server and all its mod team and the whole mod team to its knees for 36 hours because of my single-handedly because of me. And it wasn't even spam. I was replying so fast and to everybody. Remember when I was in Shop on the Point, everybody got mad. They're like, Brick, people want to use the chat too. You can't just comment. And now I don't chat anymore because they ruined it. If anybody wants to hear me more in text chats, blame these people. They shamed me and they didn't let me have a platform to go and spew all the nonsense and rants that I want to do all the time. And now I'm couth. I'm not uncouth anymore. Now I'm couth. I think that's the right word. Use of words. But anyway, yeah, Sally Ice Cream Lady. So when I got out of there, somehow I ended up in Tommy C's Discord. Still have no clue. Still have no fucking clue. I wasn't a fan of Tommy C, right? I watched Tommy C one time. That was when him and Turkey Tom covered the iDubbbz Sam Hyde video.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever heard Tommy C. Didn't really watch him. I didn't really know much about it. And then somehow, after I got kicked out of Brittany Venti's Discord because I, did an epic display of my.
Oh.
I could do a rap battle. We want to rap? Yo, watch that. No, it's time for the Romeo show. No, you're too young for that. Anyway. So I got out of that server. I then somehow I still can't figure out how. Maybe because YouTube recommended me Tommy's thing. And then Tommy was posting the Discord link, and I joined the Discord link. And then I ended up there, and I was like, all right, don't get kicked out of this one. So I sat around, and it was right before Tommy C decided to be a massive Jew. And he, because when I joined, there was no paid SFTP server. It was just the SFTP server. I had no clue what it was. And there was a big meeting that everybody had, and Tommy was like, "Hey, look, I remember 2 things that Tommy said that day, and I learned a lot." He said, "1, pay me." Right, was one of the things. He's like, "Hey, if you want to have access to Mr. Tommy C, you go and join the Tommy C shot from the point, and you pay like $5 a month. Helps the channel, helps support it, helps grow, all that stuff like that." And he also said, "Look, you're grown adults. I don't give a shit what you fucking do. Like, figure it out yourself." And that I should have took a little more to heart. But that's besides the point. Drama, foreshadowing, past shadowing. Hey, what up, Nuke? Thank you. How you doing, dude? So I joined. There was a whole like chat room. Every time he said his spiel, a bunch of people started leaving. I waited till there was like 3 people left in the room. And it was 3 people. It was Toast But Band. It was Mrs. Sally Travone, ice cream lady. And she was telling me to work on my elevator pitch, which is terrible because me, I'm like, if my elevator pitch is that I fucking like turn the elevator out of service and like rant for like an hour and a half, that's my elevator pitch, I learned. So Sally Travone, and I think Extreme Dad was there. I'm pretty sure Extreme Dad was there. And so we ended up getting to talking and stuff like that. I was ranting and raving, and people. I was a polarizing figure. Remember when we first started? Like, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, this guy doesn't shut up." I don't know where they get that from. I think
we should talk more, honestly.
Yeah, they say if you don't speak up.
So who are the 3 people again?
So anyway, so I got in there and I started talking to him, and then Toast But Band was being like, "Yeah, this guy's actually making sense. He's kind of crazy, but yeah, what he's saying makes sense." And so I was doing that. I was talking about, how I want to, how I got kicked out of that other server, how, I'm like, I kind of understood that there was like a connection, like, all the, everybody kind of knows each other at the top eventually with this stuff. And, Tommy C, Tommy C actually does know a lot of people, so I went, I was like working on my, like talking to everybody, explaining my piece, and it was Sally Travone, Toast, and Extreme Dad. We ended up, I was chilling, trying to figure out what was going on. Extreme Dad was telling us some crazy fucking thing about his whole thing, about how...
What is whole?
What the fuck? No, because he had like some crazy allegations levied against him.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm going to stream about it too.
Yeah, and then Matt Pitt came in, and I was like, "Hey, Mr. Pit Viper." And I was like, "Hey, this guy," and I was like, Extreme Dad told me, like, he got, like, his parents told on him for some shit he did. And I'm like, "Yo, this guy's fucked up." And then Matt Pitt said, "You'll fit in great here, Brick." And the rest was history. But yeah, what was the question about who Toast was? Yeah, Toast is this English guy.
Well, Toast actually just joined the server, maybe to call in later. But
fuck that guy. I hate him.
I was actually asking about Sally Ice Cream Lady.
I haven't seen her since. She was pretty cool. She kind of disappeared. She's probably around. Hopefully around. I don't know. Sally Ice Cream Lady, Mrs. Travone, nerdy lady person. I wonder. Maybe I do talk to her. I just don't remember because I don't her voice was kind of like a Midwesterny. Who the fuck is it? Sally Travone, if you're out there, my phone number is 732-489.
What? That's a lie. I'm looking at your phone number right now. That's a lie.
Then give them out. Say my phone number. Give it out to all these lovely people. There's 8 people. There's 7 people here. They can have my phone number. All right, we'll do it. 732-403-1725.
He's lying.
Ah, fuck you, damn it.
Rick, do you remember USS George Washington?
The USS George Washington incident?
Do you remember USS
that?
George Washington?
That was one of my first names when I got on here. That was part of my bit. I was doing in Brittany Venti's server, and my name was USS George Washington. It's an aircraft carrier. You know what I mean? And what was I? Did I tell you, or was that the bit in the other server where I was like joking around? And people, people were like, "Yo, is this a bot?" And then I changed my name to USS George Washington. Like, I'm an AI chatbot from the Navy, and I was just, I'm being tested out on public Discord servers to use and weaponize against the Chinese.
It's funny you used to do that because that's probably actually a thing.
Oh yeah, they definitely, bro. That's why, I said I was paranoid and I was like fearful of the government because the government never does anything bad. That's why I'm fearful of them. They probably were like, "Yo, this guy's kind of crazy, but if we listen to him, maybe he's kind of interesting, man." And I want my money. If FBI people, if you ever used anything I said for anything, I want to get paid, yo. I'm gonna sue your ass. All right. This isn't the United States of America. This is the United States of De Niro, bro.
So,
if anybody got any money, I could use it. Like, I haven't got paid in like 3 weeks. My boss kind of, stiffened me a little bit, and I'm gonna worry about. What's up?
For the best. By the way, I just want to say this. If someone
you said this,
shut up. If someone's watching this and they're just like really confused, probably go watch the original interview first. I should have said that in the intro. The one that was 500 days ago.
500 Days of Summer. It's a good movie.
5 seconds. Anyway, more important.
Sauce. Hey, I love Dav. I mean, I love Abby. I love everybody. I hate Doug. I'm just kidding. We love Doug. Hi, Niels.
You went into it a little bit originally in the original interview, but I want you to redo it because it was confusing and there's a lot more people. What's the origin of the brick name?
The origin of the brick name was how deep or all right. So the origin of the brick name was Matt Pitt was being a fascist on Discord like usual, and when I got in, my first name was USS George Washington, right? And I was changing it every single day to a new name, to a new bit, and like fucking around and shit like that. One of my pseudonyms online for a while was King Shit, because I like the whole idea, like king of shit, like king of nothing. Like I say a lot of shit, but like it's kind of like it's a play on like that. Yeah. And so I had that, and then I was debating this like low tier, mentally handicapped young man, and I think he had an Adderall addiction. I think he died. I haven't seen him since. His name was Bunk. And so somehow in my thing, I went from king shit and I threw brick in the middle because I don't know. I thought it was a funny play on words because it's like shit is soft, but bricks are hard. So like you're throwing hard shit, you're throwing soft shit, like you're king shit.
Oh, not if you like take a shit and then you freeze it.
But anyway, I really wasn't even that attached to it that much. I was gonna change the name because I think I then changed it in another debate to King Brick Shitty AED or something like that. Like it kept changing until, but it's just Matt Pitt, that one-legged fucking tyrant. He didn't let me change my name anymore. Okay, that's it.
Is that about it?
I mean, that's how that's how it stuck here.
Wasn't that King Brick Shirt?
And then King Brick Shirt. Well, that was the thing too. Yeah, it kept changing. Like I would change it every single day until Matt Pitt decided I'm not allowed to change my name. And then I think he changed it and shortened it to Brick because I was getting abused by the mods. I don't know if anybody knows this, but Discord mods abuse the people in their servers, okay? This is a little known secret, but once you have Discord mod power, okay, whether that be in the KO Corral or the Res, any other number of servers that are way less cooler than Yalobo, which got taken down because of the...
We'll get there.
Discord mod. Anyway, mods like to abuse people, and I do too. I mean, that's why I have a server. Shout KO Corral. Join my server. It's dead now because I killed it. Because I killed it. I killed them all. The women and the men too, and the children. That's whatever.
Yeah, it's for the best.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I was getting abused by mods and stuff like that. Nobody gave a shit because apparently, like a little frail man, is getting bullied. Nobody gives a shit. You know what I mean? They just do whatever the fuck they want, and then nobody cares. It's all fun and games until now the guy's name is King Rick Shit, and now it's a problem because it's a funny bit and it's kind of like it works. Anyway, it was a family name as well. Brick was my I guess it would be my great uncle. Went by the name Bricks, Bricks, and somehow it became a family name. And so he had the name. I had another uncle, who is cool dude. Actually, I met him twice since then. And he is the one that goes by he goes by Brick too. In like that generation, he's like my mother's generation. And he goes by Bricks as well. And I think I told it in the other story. Apparently, like part of my family didn't like that they called him Bricks because, like, I don't know, because they didn't feel like he was the guy, And then Matt Pitt made me take this name, and now my family is gonna think, what the fuck, do I deserve this name? And you know what? I could blame Matt Pitt. So if my family ever gets mad at me, I'm showing this video. I'm gonna tell them it's that guy. I'll tell them where he is. I'll tell them where he lives. I'm gonna tell them he only has one leg, and if they want to get him, all they have to do is go inside and get him at the. All right. I'll just don't mute me anymore, okay?
Sorry. More importantly,
you're a woman. Of course you get scared.
More important. Shut up.
Oh.
More important.
Well, you just what? Hey, you really just said that to me? Oh, I'm leaving. This is the outrage.
Shut up. All right.
Feigning outrage. Oh,
trying to prevent you from being canceled. All right.
You from being canceled. Nice. Thanks, dog. Thank you.
No problem. Last time you said that 2021 was a chaotic year. Since then, we've gone completely through 2022 and mostly through 2023. Rank the years. Which one's most chaotic?
2021 was chaotic bad, right? Yeah. Like it was chaotic bad. Like there was a bunch of like I fucking like 2 dogs died. My grandfather died. Like I was having a rough time of it, right? Was working a lot. Was fucking like I think I was doing like I was working 8 hours a day and then coming home and working like 4 hours a day overtime because I was doing estimating on the computer. So I was working like fuck. I don't know, what's 12 times 5, like 60-hour weeks, and taking care of like sick people and fight with my family and stuff like that. All the trappings come with that. So it was chaotic bad, like really bad, like terrible, like probably one of the worst years of my life, right? I guess you could say rock bottom, but you always gotta leave a caveat. I haven't blown up yet and got a fuck ton of money where I can go and abuse drugs and then get rock bottom that way. But I mean, like familial and like just general life thing. 2021 was fucking rough, dog. And then plus the other thing, why I love the government. You combine all that, it was a fucking rough year, dog. And so then I went and I joined Discord, and Discord changed my life for the better, man. It really, really helps. All right, so that's
fair.
Yeah. Is that Jen? You think like the crying helps it a little bit?
I think it's gonna be a funny clip on Twitter if I put it out.
What do you mean? With
no context at all.
You're gonna clip this? Well, I thought you said you were gonna edit this out and it was gonna this is gonna look real good. It was gonna help pump my numbers.
Yeah, I said that before we started talking. I was gonna clip out the entire live stream, but why not just leave it in now? Because I'm a piece of
live
shit.
Stream?
Oh yeah, we're live in front of 16,000 people right now.
What the fuck, dog? You didn't.
More importantly, Brick, have you learned that February 30th isn't a real day yet?
What the fuck? Oh, what? Because you don't want black people to have it?
I wish they had it. That'd be quite fair,
Black
actually.
History Month, and you won't give them 30 days. The basic amount of days in a month, you won't give them that.
Well, don't you think it's kind of like 28 is like a solid 4 weeks complete?
No, because no month can have 4 weeks. It has to have that little extra to fuck with all the days.
Yeah, but see, if we did 4 weeks, then we could have a 13th month. I think it'd be easier on women too.
What are we gonna call the deal? We'll call it Brick Month. Brick.
I don't like that idea. Actually, can we do like?
Bricktober?
I think we should do
Chat,
Transcember, December
No,
Transcember.
no, fuck you. All right, we're making it 11 months. We're getting rid of July. Don't ask
Can we
why.
get rid of June?
Nah, well, You know, if we get rid of June, that'd actually be really good for the world and myself, because I would then stop aging. I would live forever, and then I could change the world for the better forever. Because I, if you don't know, am a June baby.
A Jew.
That means I'm
baby.
gay. Oh, wait. No, that means if we took away June, I will be 28 years young forever. And I think.
Or you would just age. Actually, you would age faster.
What do you mean? How would I age faster?
You know, time is just a concept, all right? Technically, we're all. I don't know.
Somebody
Anyway.
said, not July. OMG, it's Liana. Hi, Liana. Everybody say hi to Liana.
No.
Doug be there.
Break. Last time you told me that when you joined Brittany Venti's server, you didn't want to be offensive. Is that quite a bold statement from you? How do you feel about that?
Really? I mean, now that I know all the people in that server, like now that I know all of them and have dirt on all of them and know where they all live, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke, YouTube. I only know where some of them live. They live in Mexico. I'm not, but
I know where you live.
Whoa, how do you know where I live?
You told me last night.
Somebody from that server like came to my house.
Okay.
No, they did.
Was it the Nintendo ninjas? They came to like fucking.
No, whoa, you make it. Look, you make it. Look, man, I understand you got to do a lighthearted, happy comedy, a little bit type of. But somebody came to my house.
What happened?
Well, he dropped me off. I mean, the context doesn't really matter. They came to my house. It's a serious thing, man. They have my docs, and you're gonna joke about this?
Yeah.
You're laughing. Somebody dropped me off, and they now know where I live, and that's not serious.
All right. We're 10 questions in, so I think we can take a small little break here, and we'll take a couple of calls.
Wait, what was the question? Oh, well, the question was, see, you're a terrible interviewer. Everybody, that's why you have to watch the real now recording coming soon on King Brick Shit's channel. I'm stealing now recording.
Hey, Brick, you recognize this guy?
Who's this guy? Oh, it's Donald Trump. Hey, Donald Trump, big fan of your work, Donald, Mr. Trump, Mr. T. How you doing? What's up? How you doing? Doesn't sound like you're doing good.
The blacks.
How are those fags treating you?
The Hispanics and the blacks. They're my
Here goes
favorite
lungs.
people. I won't lie. Blacks for Trump. Hispanics for Trump.
Black power. Hispanic power.
All right,
Asian power. What? What's so funny? Anyway, white.
Don't.
What?
Let's see what this guy wants.
Who's this guy?
Dragon
Hello?
Hubu.
No, you're reading it wrong. You have to read it. Shut up. You're reading it backwards. It's Ubu Ukanagard.
There you go. That one. You sound a little German there, but hello.
Thank you, Ubu Ukanagard. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Big fan, first time caller.
Nice.
Long time listener. First caller.
Yeah, long time listener. Yeah. First time caller.
Well, welcome to the show. What's on your mind? Do you want to talk about the FouseyTube drama?
What?
Who's YouTube? Oh no.
Oh.
No, I just wanted to ask, what makes King Brick King Brick?
King Brick?
Yeah.
Probably letters.
Probably after he eats Taco Bell and he goes and he drops a King Brick shit
what?
in the commode.
What makes King... I'll tell you what makes King Brick. A crown made of gold. So all of my loyal fans, you need to get me a crown made of gold so I could be King Brick. Otherwise, I'm an imposter King Brick. So if you really care about me, you will give me... How much does a crown of gold cost nowadays?
I don't know, but I'll just hit the bell.
What makes me King Brick? Do you want Doug, do you want a serious answer?
Yes,
Doug.
serious.
That's why I hate this guy. That's why everybody hates you in this community, Doug. Because all you do is you make it too serious. You're dragging everybody down, Doug.
I gotta stop burping in my content.
Yeah. Yeah, you're disgusting. Kill it. kill that habit of yours. It's nasty.
Thank you. I will.
King Brick Shit. Going back to the name, because Toxic asked me about where Brick come from. King Brick Shit, and what makes me King Brick Shit is me.
Wow.
Is that a satisfactory answer, Mr. Douglas?
What a Hillary Clinton answer.
Yes, that's good enough for me. Anyhow,
Ricky Savage says Coke and energy drink. Paranoid. Real shit, because I love you, Doug.
I love too, man.
Here is gay guys much. Gay guys much. Gay guys much. King Brick Shit. The point is, King Brick Shit. It's in the name. The point is, like, sometimes I'm serious, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm throwing shit at you. Sometimes they're hard hitting. They're bricks. You know what I mean? So like, a lot of times, like, I do a lot of like, I don't know. I like to like joke around and be like, say things that aren't true because it's like obviously like a fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Like King Brick bullshit. Like that. And then sometimes, and like, because I enjoy humor, like more than anything else, because like believe it or not, I actually think about things occasionally. And, I like to know what's going on in the world. And I, believe it or not, think that maybe I could help somehow by making 42 days straight of 24/7 live commentary coverage of MDEs.
We'll get there.
What? Okay. So, yeah, so the point is I'd rather joke around because, it's keep it light, it's a lot.
Yeah.
We all agree on most things, but there's always like little disagreements, and it's all bullshit.
Oh yeah.
So if we're all gonna be caught up on bullshit, we should be able to at least laugh about bullshit. You know what I mean? So
True.
so like I guess what makes King Brick Shit is like I'm deadly unserious until I'm deadly serious.
I see.
And it's a lot of bullshit. And I'm the king of it. I'm the only one. It's me. I'm the only one who could do this. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well,
I'm the only one who got the name. So I mean, that's that's something.
All right.
What? Wait. Let's turn this around on you. What makes an Ubakar Nargnam an Ubakar Nobnum? No guard. Ubakar no guard.
No guard works.
Okay. Well, I'm just me. There you go. And also, one more thing.
Long time follower. We got Ghosty in the chat. Everybody say hi to Ghosty. What's up, Ghosty? How you doing? What?
Anyhow, I'm gonna say this to
Ghosty,
Matt. Matt,
$500. I'm banning you. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Matt, you are stupid.
Yeah, he said that. Matt, you're a stupid.
Wait.
Sorry, did you disconnect me?
No.
This was disconnected, everybody.
This is not disconnected. This is. I don't know.
What are we gonna call it?
This is just the second Brick interview. What do you mean we're gonna call it?
Oh, so it could be its own thing. We could interview other people and call it the third Brick interview.
Yeah. We are almost a third of the way through the questions.
Mad Max says, "Didn't that gay's mom die?" Yeah, Ghosty, your mom's dead. It's fun to laugh at people's dead moms. Because I'm a terrible person. What? What? Does mom not actually die?
I hope so. I'm going to take a shot, and I'm going to ask you the next question. Brick, reminisce on your time. This isn't a question. This is me demanding you. Reminisce on your time at Discord Church.
The Discord Church. You mean like specifically? Do you mean like are you trying to be like facetious, or do you mean like specifically how Brittany Venti's server they had like a Discord church that they?
Brittany Venti.
It was cool. I actually when I first when I first got into like that server, like they had a bunch of stuff like that, and like I don't know, I'm spiritual, and I also kind of I don't know, I'm trying to go into like make my life better, right? And like try to be a better person and try to like I don't know, maybe it is selfish, but like I don't do the right thing if doing the right thing is selfish. And I thought like going to church and like dedicating time out to that do things that aren't myself, right? And like listen to the word and stuff like that. It was cool. But so Brittany Venti server, they did like a church service every Sunday. which was cool because twofold. Like it was super great to be able to get like scripture and stuff like that without having to put pants on. And number
You find that
two,
disrespectful to the Lord.
no, I mean like it's better than like being in bed with no pants on. You know, like it's like what does God want? Does God He made us naked? Like I mean, like come on. So
Having one eye is so cool. I almost modded him.
mod who? Who you modding?
The guy with the dead mom.
Oh, Mad Mex. Mod
No,
him.
I almost modded Matt.
Mod him. He's my top mod.
Is he?
He's not my top mod, but he's up there. Bad Max is cool. Shut up. Hi, Mad Max.
Hello.
Anyway, but yeah, it was cool. I ended up meeting like some people over there. I got to see like different like sides of church, right? Because I was raised Roman Catholic.
Yeah.
And so like to me, church is a priest and a cassock, an altar boy and a cassock, and a lot of butts. I mean, as
Actually, that is one of my questions. We can go ahead and go into that. What was it like being an altar boy?
well, who told you that? Are you
In your head, break.
Oh my god. This is why I had a it's not because I'm schizophrenic, it's because you guys are reading my mind. Alright? When shit like this happens, how am I supposed to explain that? I never told none of this shit, and now you know. That shit you motherfucker ain't real, bro. This is fake. This is all everybody. The world's a lie. Get out. Wait.
Get out of the world.
Help.
That's a nice way of saying.
Help. Alright, what was the question again?
Altar boy.
Altar boy.
Altar boy.
That was cool. I went to a church.
All right.
And I used to go to church with my grandmother. My parents were divorced. So I'd go and see my dad's on the weekends. And on every Sunday, me and my grandmother go to church. It was this nice little church. Well, it's actually kind of a big church, not like tiny, but like a Roman Catholic church. It was pretty big, but not huge. So like not tiny church, but like a medium size. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you. And I used to walk down the street every Sunday. It was in this like small like community, and it was in like this small little community where everybody knew each other and stuff. And I went there since I was like a little kid. So was that a satisfactory answer?
That was a good answer. It's something
Oh, okay. So we'd go. It was cool because I would go to church all the time. The way the church was set up was there was like a lower area, and then there was an area for the choir and the organist above it. Did I tell you this already?
No.
Oh, well, you seem disinterested. You seem like you don't care, actually.
I didn't care. I didn't care. I would have written 40 questions for you.
Well, you seem, this is flippant and rude, okay, frankly. And quite frankly, I'm going to take my interview to somebody else who cares.
But we're already like an hour in. Why would you do that?
Oh.
I still
Needles.
have 20-something questions.
Needles, help.
Actually, speaking of Needles,
help.
he'll enjoy this one.
Oh, wait, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. So anyway, so the church had like a choir area and stuff like that. So I always went to the church, and my grandmother would sing and stuff like that, and we'd sit up above like the whole rest of the like the peoples, what do they call the parish? So we'd I'd go there all the time, and eventually it just kind of became a thing where I was like, okay, should be an altar boy. Do you want to be an altar boy? And I'm like, oh, word, that was cool. I'm sharing my screen now so you can see it. So, there was like, kind of like a thing to be a little responsible and like, be part of it. No. I'm toxic.
Rick, why are you saying no?
Can you describe the building? Well, I mean, I
describe the building.
I guess my grandparents don't live here anymore. Like, so, I mean, yeah, you can put it on screen if you want. Well, my grandparents don't live here anymore. Like, my grandparents' house was destroyed by the government.
That's funny.
No, I'm serious. My grandparents' house was destroyed by the government. The government used a directed energy weapon to cause Hurricane Sandy and destroy their house.
Oh, I love hurricanes. They're so cool.
But so yeah, it was cool being altar boy. I actually never graduated to first chair. Because I only did it for like I don't know a few months. And the situation was I'd go see my dad on the weekends, and I go to church with my grandmama, and I was altar boy, and it was cool. I remember I served for Easter. Did I serve for? I don't know if I served for. Yeah, I guess I served for Christmas, like all of them, Lent, all of it. It was cool
Nice.
because you go in the little like area where like behind the scenes of the church, right? And like I already knew everybody because it was a very small. You knew everybody in the church. Like it was a small like tight community, and I've been going there. I was going to that church since I was like forever. Right, I used to remember selling cookies with my grandma at like to like fundraising and stuff like that. The church actually renovated itself by the parish because it was like a blue collar town, area. The church actually like everybody just chipped together and renovated the whole place. So it was like a really tight community. It was awesome people. I remember I'd walk down the street and I'd like people would just like everybody like knew me. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what's up, Rick? You know, it was like, and we all knew each other. It was cool. So like then to be part of that was cool. And then you'd go and you walk in and you go and you ring the bells and you get it was kind of like stressful a little bit because you gotta I don't know you're in front of everybody and you gotta make sure you do it right. So I did that. The priest was really cool. I had like one of my favorite priests ever, Father Gannon, was this old guy who had like the best like was it homilies and stuff like that. And it was.
What am I hearing?
Yeah, Nishi, stop it, Dad. She's interrupting me. All right, that didn't stop.
Bitch.
She's distracting me. The interview's over, guys. I lost my train of thought. I can't do this.
That was the original show, Brick.
Oh, whoa!
Remember that show?
Way to dox me! Way to dox me!
How to do that? I remember, because like I have like a little bit of like religious something in me. I don't know what the fuck I like truly believe in, right? But I remember I used to go to church with my Mormon grandparents, and I would see like the missionaries, and they'd be like going on all these cool trips to other countries. I'm like, I'm not really a Mormon, but free trip to fucking whatever country they were going to sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Wait, are you showing this on stream, Nietzsche? It's a cool church, like, and it's part of my lore.
Your lore.
Yeah, I mean, it is a cool looking church. Like, it's almost like what, like it's almost like a missionary, like a Spanish missionary style.
Yeah.
It was, and like I said, it was really cool. I knew everybody. I remember I got yelled at one time because like before the mass, for like it was Easter or something like that. I was standing out on the steps with like a few of the other altar boys, and my grandma was like, "You can't just stand out on the steps, like with your cassock blowing in the wind like that. It's not professional." And I don't know. I was like 10.
Yeah.
And
all right, Brick.
it was cool. So anyway, I did that for a year until my grandma died. Not my grandma that I went there with, my grandma on the other side of my family. And then it turned out my dad didn't pay child support really much at all. So when my grandma died, my dad lost custody of me as well. So then I stopped going there and I stopped being an altar boy. Long story short, but it was a cool time when I did it. Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
All right, Brick. From church to drugs. All right, it's time.
Whoa!
Story time with
The
you.
water and wine. The vino.
Story time with you and story time with me because I got a story too. But you went into, funnily enough, a bathroom trip with one of your friends.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, of course, yeah. You were definitely not making. Your friend definitely didn't make chocolate bars, right?
My friend didn't make any chocolate bars. No, I don't. Nope, not at all.
No, you didn't make chocolate bars. You didn't indulge in any, of course, right? Like, because
No, I definitely wasn't just getting over COVID or something like that.
Yeah.
And like my hands, for some reason, I had like eczema and shit. My hands were like fucking like dry and cracked and like sore and shit like that, and like peeling and shit.
Yeah.
And then I worked a full day's work, and then I definitely didn't hop on the train from New Brunswick and then go to New York City and then switch trains, then catch a train up to Times Square and then take a shuttle over from Times Square to Grand Central and then switch trains to get on Metro North going to Port Chester, New York. And then only to realize that I could just stay on the same train because it goes from Penn all the way through to torch, whatever. So I did that, and I got there, and all I had to eat that day was I stopped at there's this nice spot at Penn Station. I don't even know the name of it, but they do like little panini type deals, and so I got a Chipotle chicken panini. It was fucking excellent, and I had like one of those Kavita kombucha things, which was cool. And that's all I had to eat for the day. And then I went there. I got the hotel. I checked in. I took an Uber with one of the hippie friends that I met along the way. I made a bunch of hippie friends. And he was telling me about how he grows chickens and shit like that. And we were like swapping stories. Cool guy. Anyway, we show up at the concert. Go in and meet allegedly my friend. And I'm like, oh, what's up? And he's like, here. He gives me a chocolate bar. And he's like, don't eat all of that. I took allegedly 3.5 somethings of something and a few of them and then put them in a big batch and made a few chocolate bars. So don't eat all of it. And I ate the whole thing. And it was a great concert. The fucking concert was excellent. Like the concert was awesome. I remember I was vibing. I was having a great time dancing. There was I was dancing with all these people and shit like that. Like it was so lame. I was to the point we were at the front of the stage and there was this chick dancing with me, and we did the is it Pulp Fiction, where they do the V across their eye type of stuff. Like it was, you know what I'm talking about? That move where you
I don't watch movies.
Oh yeah, because of the eye thing. Yeah.
Oh no,
So Mad Max, why would you say that's an act? I don't know if it's an act. I think maybe it's just, the truth somewhat. Yeah, so I had a great time at the concert. Was having an awesome time. Somebody passed me a joint, which tastes kind of funny.
Oh boy.
Didn't think much of it at the time because I was like, oh, I'm just got over COVID or what I thought was COVID, and maybe my tasting was all fucked up. The other joints tasted normal, but that one tasted funny. Tasted kind of like catnipy or something like that.
What's catnip taste like?
I don't know, kind of like a pungent. It's almost like sweet, but not. It's weird. I don't know. It was not good. But I thought I was just being sick. So anyway, some people have told me the symptoms that I experienced later that night was a dissociative, which is not weed or mushrooms. I knew I was in trouble though when I was walking out of the concert and I was still coming up because I ate. It was like a 3 or 4 hour concert, and as I was leaving, I'm like, we're going. But had a great time at the concert. Was dancing. It was super one of the best concerts of my life. The after the concert was probably the worst after of my life. I got kicked out of the bar next to. I found a gold bracelet on the ground. And then somebody stole I put it in my jacket, and then somebody stole my jacket. So I guess karma or whatever. But I mean, somebody stole my jacket from me, not on the ground. But that's a different story. So I got kicked out of the bar. I remember laying down in the street. No, I remember laying down in the corner. I was told later that I was laying down in the street as well. And I remember getting carried to the car. Like people had arm under my shoulder and hand underneath my knee. I was in a seated position and they were carrying me to the car. But I had my jacket at that time. And, I mean, I guess I don't remember much, but I could have swore I had my jacket at the time because I remember being in the car and texting. And anyway, I woke up the next day, I had no jacket. And they were like, yo, what happened? You were running around naked. I'm like, what? And then I wasn't actually running around naked, but apparently I took my, I don't fucking know. I still don't know because I don't remember what happened. All I remember is I got carried to the car and, was a very, very serious thing, I guess. My friend who was there with me was like, "Yo, man, you were so bad," and I'm like, "I was? I thought I like, yeah, you were. I can't believe I went with you." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks for getting me, man." But no, it was a great time. Anyway, yeah, it was.
It's funny enough that
What concert was this? This concert was.
Billy Strings.
It was the I found myself though.
Here we go.
Like metaphorically, and also it was streamed live, and I found myself in the concert. If you know what I look like, and you go look at the Billy String concert at the Capitol Theater, which was a big thing too. They did, it was weird too. They did like these ESP tests where they were like, they told the whole crowd to focus on this image, and they were playing some like really heavy, bassy, trippy thing, and like tell everybody to focus on it, and everybody had to send this image to another person. It was weird. It was very weird. It was very, very odd, very strange.
All right, good story. I'm gonna try and run through this because I want to, and I don't really know a better place to do it.
I haven't slept last night. Okay, so if you can do me a favor and make, okay.
I was gonna tell my story.
Oh yeah, good. I'll try to get that.
So,
or should I let them find it? Yeah, how about this? $100 eventually, because I don't know if I'll be good for the $100 tomorrow. $100 to whoever can find me, King Rick shit, live at the Capitol Theater.
remember,
if anybody has that video.
I think it was January 2021.
Nope.
Helping you guys out.
January
2022.
No, it was February 6th.
February 6th, 2022.
2022. Yep.
There you go. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. We'll find it.
It is. $100. And I guess to spice it up, how long should we give them? I mean, fuck it. I said it. It's $100. Put it on fucking Twitter. King Brick Shit's paying $100 if you have video. Oh, this could end up bad. If you have video of me at the Capitol Theater,
Capitol what?
Capitol Theater.
Theater. Okay, sorry.
Theater. If you can find video, if anybody, this goes for people. Oh, Capitol Theater. Theater. It was a venue. I was not supposed to be there because COVID was very serious at the time, and and that's all I'll say about that. But seriously, we'll put this on Twitter too. Well, you can clip this out or something like that, because that way it's like you don't have me rambling about this and like purposely ruining the show, right? By like explaining it in wordy ways and like telling people that if there's video of me at the Capitol Theater, which it's out there, I've seen it on YouTube. If you get it, $100, and you have until. Should I give him a week?
Give him a week. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, if I just start clipping out the word theater. Anyway, you ruined my story.
But yeah, I'll do that. That's a deal. That's a good deal. I'll take that.
You ruined my story, so I'm going to save my definitely not bad shroom trip for Disconnected. Which hopefully we can record this weekend and get out.
OMG! Hi, Liana.
Liana, I'm going to tell you about my bad shroom trip that definitely didn't happen when we record the next episode. Anyway, moving on. What number are we on? Break. Who's worse? You or Joe Rogan?
3.
Huh?
What? 3.
What? Who's worse? You or Joe Rogan?
I mean, worse. Worst. We mean
Worse.
in what?
Who?
In what way?
As a person, Break, you piece of shit.
I would say that I definitely have better hair than Joe Rogan. First of all, let's just get this out of the way. I have better hair than Joe Rogan. Okay, and I have the best hair. It's fantastic. It's silky and smooth, and but as a person, I don't know. I mean, Joe Rogan, like, I don't know. The question is, does every single famous person like have to get like inducted into the baby murdering thing? If so, then probably me by a long shot. But I mean, otherwise, I think Joe Rogan's kind of a good dude. I don't know all the skeletons in the closet, but I mean, I like Joe Rogan. Like, I think he's pretty good. I would say, I don't know. maybe I'm better than him because I don't know him. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like, I mean, I know I'm a pretty I hate fucking saying it, but like I think I'm a pretty decent dude sometimes, occasionally, allegedly in Minecraft. And I don't know, I think Joe Rogan's pretty good, but only Joe Rogan knows like his like, you know, where the skeletons are bodied. And the skeletons are bodied. What the
What?
fuck?
You okay?
Don't question it. Okay?
Um,
It's a new saying now. Where the skeletons are bodied.
I mean, that
But,
kind of works too, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know, because they were bodies and they still are bodies. But yeah. So I mean, I think I could say that because I don't know Joe Rogan's like true secrets. I don't know. I'm kind of a shit person sometimes too, but it's hard. I can't pass judgment, I guess is my word. Wow, it took me. People say that I'm wordy, and I disagree.
You're pretty
But it
wordy.
did take me 5 minutes to say that I can't pass judgment on somebody after passing judgment like 2 or 3 times. But you know,
Leona says great thumbnail. You can thank Nietzsche for that one. It's a play on the fucking original one.
versus, are you two having a box? Yeah, fuck you, Toxic.
Yes, we are.
Fight me.
I will.
Fight back. Fight.
You're like,
Fight
Brick,
back.
you're like 5'7". It's not gonna end well
I'm
for you.
5'2". Okay,
Exactly.
I'll bite your nuts off.
Speaking of being a schizo, when's the last time you spammed a chat?
Define spam.
4 messages in less than 10 seconds.
When? Probably in like next week or something like next week.
Next
Yeah,
week?
sometime next week I'm gonna spam a chat. Like less than a week. Who did I spam recently? I was definitely spamming. I don't even remember who, but I definitely was spamming like last week. But it was fun. Yeah, I mean, it was all
Where was it?
in jest. I just told you. You fucking this guy doesn't pay attention. Look at this fucking interview. I fucking don't. I don't know where he says yeah. Fuck. Where was it? Who was it? I know I spam Monty's pretty frequently. Maybe it was Fish Tank Aftermath. I honestly don't remember. I just did it because it was fun. It was probably all right. Malicious spam. I haven't done any malicious spam since Vosh because I paid Vosh $200 to debate me, and he wouldn't even read my super chat. He took the
Back
he
up
took
a
the
little bit.
super
You're
chat.
scaring me.
What?
Can you back
took
up a
my
little bit? You're scaring. No, back up.
my-
Back up. Please
he
back up.
Vosh took my money for a
back up?
debate, and then
Hurry.
he didn't even read the super chat. Can you imagine giving
Rick,
somebody?
you're making me very uncomfortable right
Yeah.
now. Can you please back up, sir?
Can you imagine giving somebody $200
Rick.
super chat?
Rick, leave. Leave.
Okay. What? I can't whisper sweet nothings into their ears.
Brick, what is on Brittany Venti's Amazon wish list?
Mm.
Can you pull it up? Actually, can we like show that? Can we?
I don't know. What is on her? I
Can we see? Is it under descriptions or anything?
don't know.
Can you stream it?
I know I want to get like there was a thing on there.
There was a thing on there. Yeah, I'm sure.
No, I wanted to get. There was a few things because I was like, oh, I liked her as a streamer. I thought she was cool, and you know, I was trying to impress. You know, like I just didn't want to give her money. I was like, hey, maybe I give her something cool because you give people money. You know, like it's cool. You get this. Like I enjoyed the money thing. Well, you're not even giving the money. Like what I was doing was I was jacking the stream, but I had to pay money to jack the stream. And I was having a good time doing it. But like at the end of the day, it's money, right? So like easy come, easy go. You could spend it on anything. Like you could spend it on a first class business, take it to the next town over. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't know, it'd be kind of cool if I like got something because she said something about a wish list, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll give her money anyway. I think it was her birthday or some shit. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me get something off the wish list because if I'm already giving money, might as well fucking get something off the wish list because it seems nice if I support this person and I like them. Yeah, fuck it, why not? People buy I'll link my Amazon wish list. And also I have a Remax wish list. So I'm looking at some properties. Shameless plug. Anyway, yeah. So there was but the one thing that I liked on there was like there was a statue of Artemis of the Hunt, which I liked for a few reasons. I'm not have to get into all the reasons, but like I like this symbology in it. Like wombology, like the study of wombo. Oh my god, is that what they mean?
Wombo.
Wait, are they telling us about symbology? And they're saying did you say it to wombo? Oh my
Wombo.
god. Oh my god.
Womboing.
I wombo you. It's all symbols. We signal. Oh my god. Oh, they're gonna kill me. I just fucking broke the lumen. Everybody, don't delete this. Stop watching now. You're in grave danger. If you know about the study of wombology and the secrets to the universe that are carried in such.
And such. Brick, can you call your mom?
Can I call your mom?
Your mom.
Why?
You did in the original interview to get some toilet paper. I'm just wondering if, like, first of all, do you have your own toilet paper now? Have we like worked on that?
Nope.
I know you have bidet. Do you still have a bidet?
I bidet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bidet.
So you just don't like check, finish it off with like a little toilet paper square or anything.
No, I just put the pants on wet. You know what I mean? Get a little bit of that soup in there.
That's okay. So
No, actually, what I do is I have a bidet, and then I stole because I'm an electrician. I stole a hand dryer actually, and I have it set so I get out the bidet, and then I have one of those the really powerful like fucking hand dryer things.
Yeah.
I don't do that. That's actually disgusting because that's just no. That's I don't do that. But no, see, toilet paper is bad for the environment.
That might be true. It might be true. I don't know.
I made it up. It seems plausible, and I'm tired. That's part. Like, if you want to be, if like we're gonna get serious and real here for a second, because that's what I care about is real shit.
Mhm.
The news, they go on there and they be spreading lies and fake news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I thought, why can't I? How come they get to do it? How come they go on and spread fake news, but when I do it or anybody else does it, there's like a little fact check article by Snopes. Like, screw that. No, make shit up. Like, who cares? We live in a post-truth era anyway. It's all malleable. That's the grift, baby. See, people go and they talk about stuff, and it's like, I don't know, why even talk about stuff? Just live in like a complete fantasy world at this point. I mean, the news lies all the time. We all live in a fantasy world. So, I mean, fucking, hey, it's Joe Dirk. What's up, Joe Dirk? Love Joe Dirk. I do need a ball sack air dryer, true. So, like, we all live in a fantasy world, so why not live in a good fantasy world? That's what I understand. That's what I got about drama and shit like that. Like, drama is the closest real shit that you get to fantasy, but because your drama, you can relate to real life, because actual real people, it's a fantasy world. It's a break away from reality. That's why so many, like, incels and middle-aged women, I think as Matt puts it, love drama, because it's a break from all this fake bullshit. And that's the real shit, because, like, when I talk, I get too like high pitch. I get excited. So you get to get away from like all this like bullshit, whether it's like fucking like manufactured. It's not even fake news at this point. It's manufactured news. That's the difference. Like, that's some real shit. It's manufactured news. It's not fake. It is fake, but it's purposely fake, and it's crafted to be fake. They're selling you a narrative called the everyday bullshit. And I don't like that. I like my bullshit. It's way better and it's funner, in my opinion.
Take a shot every time I try and ask Brick a question.
When it comes down to it, like, I just think that why are we all so caught up in all this fake bullshit? You go and you watch the news, you watch some fake fucking reality show, you watch some fake fucking TV show. Like, it's all fake.
Shore.
It's
you don't
all
go out
fake.
to Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore is real.
I knew a dude who smashed Snooki, and I'm like, and I say knew a dude, like, he went to the gym with everybody, went to school, like, we all went to the gym because all my friends were metrosexual Guido men,
Yeah.
and I hated them. I mean, I didn't hate them as people, but I was like,
metrosexual.
Yeah, they would go get like manicures and pedicures, dog. Like, I made up. It's slander. But they all would. They would do something damn close to it. I think a few of them may have gotten pedicures. Actually, now that I think of it, yeah, I think they were metrosexual. Also, a friend of mine, tangent. I know, warning everybody. A friend of mine who I grew up with. We kind of drifted apart a little bit. He went to Bar A with some of his friends. Similar group, but Guido metrosexual guys. And you go to the bar, right? Like, alcohol's kind of expensive and shit.
Yeah.
And what do you do about that?
You rob.
Hey, Steffi, what's up, Plants? What's up, Julie Patrick? Hey, what's up? You robbed the bank? Everybody, you heard it from Toxic. Rob your bank right now. There's too many of us. They can't stop us all. There's 15 of us.
Chimes in the background.
Okay. Whoa. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, he's. I'm not. It's too vulgar for this stream.
My question was, can you call your mom?
No.
How do we get on this tangent? No, you can't.
It's too late.
She's asleep.
I mean, no. Do you want me to call her?
Yeah.
For what purpose?
Just see what she's doing. Last time you asked for toilet paper, just check up on her. Make sure she's okay.
All right. If the chat wants me to call my mom, I'll call her.
All right. Can we get ones in the chat? Can we get at least 3 ones?
No, make it harder. Make it
4 ones.
35. Can we get 35s in the chat?
35s.
35.
Can we get 7? Can one person put a 7 in there too?
Toxic.
Yeah.
Jose Aleko says, "Man, y'all are loud." So I think we should try out the business plan we're talking about, the ASMR streams.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. No, I was supposed to do that with DG. No, we were supposed to make an ASMR channel.
She's not here right now. She doesn't know. We got a bunch of ones.
Yeah. Can you call your mom?
No, but there's the 35. Thank you, Strictly Patrick. Somebody was paying attention. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, just see what she's doing.
What should I say? Chat. What should I say? Before I call her, what should I say? Should be like, "I have a gun and I want it."
Yeah, ask for toilet paper and tell her you stand outside or something. Did we get raided?
I don't know. This is rough. My mom might tell me "Hey, you owe me $5,000. We hate you." It could be a bunch of stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, just call her. Turn off noise suppression real quick.
So what should I say?
Us. Just ask
Nobody told me what to say.
Toilet paper.
Full of Foozy tube.
We don't hear anything. Hello?
You can hear?
No. Turn off noise suppression.
It goes. Can you not hear it?
No.
You gotta allow raids, but we put the link in chat. Yeah, look at us now.
Do all that, and
always doing the bare minimum. Expect the worst from now recording, and that fascist Matt Pitt. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, thanks everybody. But
now recording. If you watch who's hosting this show?
Look, okay, I just call your mom. You know what?
I did. I just called. Did you not hear it? Noise suppression. Wait, chat, did you not hear it? I actually, if you say now recording was bad, I'm gonna ban you because actually I started now recording.
Anyway,
in a roundabout type of way,
Brick, do you remember Killimanji?
Oh, did it really not?
No.
Killamang?
Killamang?
Killamang? I might. Depends who's asking.
What happened to it? Is that Twitter account that's banned, or did you just make a new one, or did you just change the name?
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? That one got hacked. Actually, that one was my Twitter account. It got hacked. I was using that was actually my original Twitter account from before I got into all this. See, I got into all this, and I didn't realize how scary people were on the internet. And by scary, I mean they make a lot of threats, but really most of them will just end up trying to hack your accounts and shit like that. So I didn't know that at the time, and I was still using very basic security measures. I used the account until I got bored of Twitter because I hate Twitter. I mean, I like Twitter, but I hate Twitter. It's a love-hate thing. I mean, that's all the best relationships, all right? You know what I'm saying? And it got hacked, long story short.
All right. Well, typical Break, just letting his accounts disappear and making alts and shit. Speaking of that,
I don't know if it got hacked or not. No, it did get hacked. Actually, I did. I had to re-secure the account and like change the things and stuff like that. There were a bunch of people trying to like phishing attacks on me this whole year too. It was weird. There was a lot of like, remember that scammer guy who was calling me? That guy from the Gambia. Remember him?
Actually, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I wonder what he said. He was starving to death.
I wish he was recording that. He was like trying to feed his family and stuff, and then you just fucking like.
Like brother, and this isn't racist. This is exactly how he sounded. But look, we're crying. We're so hungry, and I was like, hey man, I got.
It was on
money.
Instagram, right?
I was like, yeah. He's still there. He's still kicking.
That was a random night and shot from the point that I completely forgot about. Speaking of Discord, rest in peace, Yo Lobo. What happened to that one?
They raided drunken. Fuck you.
Break? Hello? Hello?
What does Billy the Fridge have that I don't besides 400 pounds? Okay?
He's got like 400 pounds on you, Break.
I
You
got
gonna box
nice hair.
him?
I got nice hair. I should.
I don't
I
think
should.
you're last.
I know where he lives. Well, I don't know where he lives. I know he lives in the Pacific Northwest. I'm going to go there. And we'll collaborate. That's Billy. Looking at the camera, okay? You can't see it because the camera's on. I'm gonna go to the Pacific Northwest. That's for taking my raid. What?
Anyway,
What do you mean?
okay, so Yo Lobo.
Watch out! You're on notice. You're on notice. Notice for what? You don't know.
What happened to Yo Lobo, Break?
Maybe you do. What?
Yo Lobo.
Fight that fridge. Fight that fridge. Needles Durden says, fight that fridge. Yeah, and actually, he's right because Billy the Fridge can't fight. I watched one of his podcasts once, and he said he can't fight. That's the nice thing about being a big guy is you don't have to fight. So
Rick, I'm starting to think you've gotten worse from last year.
Hmm?
So Yo Lobo. Yo Lobo. Nemo's
Yo Lobo. It's a play on words. The yellow submarine, yellow boat, right? And also, Lobo is, if you flip the B in Lobo and then mirror it, otherwise it would be a P, it'd be Ya Lopo. But it's Ya Logo, and logo is like the word. So it's like the word and the way. That was my original project. Like when I first got into this, I was very like unfocused. It's hard to believe, right? Me unfocused. And but like the first thing I did when I saw this community, I was like, oh, I could like network with people and work on bigger things, right? So I wanted to do that, and there's I wanted to do like gaming streams, with a bunch of different creators and stuff like that, and like work on like other like content and stuff like that, and like and do like a meta bit where like we'd be like playing games, and we'd like go from game to game and stuff like that, and we'd cover like news, and we basically like I think it's absolutely dumb what Augie does. What Bo Blacks does, what Nick Diorio does, what all of them do is stupid. Because I could do it better. No, I'm just kidding. That's jokes. I think like there's a lot of talent here in this room right now. You don't even, bro, there's a bunch of people on this call right now. I'm not going to tell who's on the call. There's a bunch of people on this call right now. And I think it would be a lot better if, instead of, like, I don't know, I think people, like, should come together and make, like, a network. Like a network of creators who are all working on a similar project. And they could come and be bigger than just, like, one streamer and stuff like that. And then if they do that, they could, make a whole big independent journalism. Oh, whatever. That's too much. But anyway.
I feel like I kind of took your original network idea and ran with it, and now I'm kind of turning my channel into that with a bunch of different shows and shit.
Actually, that's what you think. But realistically, you're just the pawn. I'm the puppet master. See, that's how that works. See,
Doug laughed. I was gonna pull him.
See how that works, though? See, this is the first and the last interview on this channel because I'm going to copyright flag you because you just said you're trying to take my idea. So, you know what I mean? That's how it works.
I've already taken your idea.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm on here right now, is to put you on notice. Hey! We got Eve in the chat. Yo! But, yeah, I mean, look, there's a bunch of... I mean, I guess to ramble off that, because I like to ramble, like one of the coolest things over the past year wasn't the drugs or my very first e-girl and then the e-girl army that developed shortly thereafter and then it just fell apart and then I have to start again. Is all the like people that I met. There's a whole there was this weird guy, like weird dude with one eye, and he's kind of like, and he's, you know what I mean, kind of fugazi. But you know what I mean, she's trying to steal my ideas, so I'm gonna have to whack him. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
But no, I made a bunch of friends. No, not you, Doug.
Wait.
Oh wait, no, me and you are friends, but
Oh yeah, we are friends. Yeah.
Are we though?
I don't know. I talk to you a lot.
What's up, Doug?
I count you.
Hey,
as my
what's
friend.
up? Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to say this. Matt!
Hey, he's stealing my bit. Kick that guy. Ban that guy from my Discord. Okay?
Your Discord.
Ban that guy from my Discord. Every Billy Strings video is an empty stream. I'm losing my mind. Uh-oh. We're gonna send Needles spinning. Needles, relax. Relax, Needles. You got this.
Brick.
What's up?
Is Michael Jackson a pedophile?
Whew. Depends on who you ask and what day of the week it
Asking you.
is.
On a Tuesday night.
See, Colton says he isn't.
You said the same thing 500 days ago. I just want your opinion. I don't care about Colton.
I'm thinking. Answer. Probably not.
Really?
Maybe though, because pedophiles and stuff like that. And this was a debate I had with fucking who? Who did I have this debate with? Bunk probably. How pedophiles and stuff like that, like abuse and stuff like that tends to be like systematic and it forwards itself, like people like hurting people hurt people, that whole cliche type of deal, but it's real. And Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 were abused by their parents. I don't think sexually, but like they're like juxtaposed or they were thrust into Hollywood where Epstein doesn't know people there and Anthony Weiner doesn't know people there and Weinstein doesn't know Anthony Weiner?
Sure.
Erect Carlos Danger?
Yeah.
Carlos Danger. He was the guy. He was a New York senator or something like that. Cool with the Clinton senator, maybe something with politics from New York, and he was cool with the Clintons. What did he do? He was sexting a girl under the pseudonym Anthony Weiner. I think she was of age though, but it ended his political career.
All right, we are about 2/3 through these questions because.
Hey, Pearl Paw Prince. Hey, Neil's Dirt, and hey, Strictly Patrick.
I keep coming up with more in my head, but we're about 2/3 through now. I'm going to take another shot. Brick, do you still want to fight Nick Fuentes? Hello?
Yes, 1,000%. Yes, 100%. I still want to fight Nick Fuentes. 2 reasons. Everything I said last year. I think that his politics. I think he's either a grifter and doesn't believe anything he says and gets people to go down the path of like that type of shit. Or maybe he expects some people to like. Apparently, he does a bit. I haven't paid attention. Like I don't really watch him, so I don't know. All I know is like the clips I see of him and the shit he says.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's kind of. I disagree with his politics. And I think like the healthy thing to do is if you disagree with somebody's politics is to fight them in a ring, of course, not in the street because we're not animals.
Right.
But yeah, well, I mean, but the main thing isn't even his politics. It's the whole Ali Alexander, and he was like covered. Like apparently, people in his groypers were getting groyped, molested, by Ali Alexander, if I do recall correctly, and he didn't do anything about it. You know what I mean? Like that's lowest of the low. Like that's forwarding abuse. That's like besides everything else, which I could I could fucking pick apart with a bunch of shit. But it's that's a big one. And also too, when I first had the idea for the news thing, like concept, started working on it. That was about the time that Nick Fuentes like came into the sphere and stuff like that. And I was like, there could only be one
Yeah.
Nick. My name is Nick. Hi everybody. This is
Doc.
Bombshell. Bombshell. Brick is actually a pseudonym. I'm Nick, and I didn't pick Brick because it rhymes with Nick. It just came. You know, Brick just came like that.
So, have you? No, you came under fire. So Brick, have you made any progress for this fight in the past 500 days?
Yes.
Go on.
Define progress.
Is he aware of your existence? And that you want to fight him?
He's scared of me. He's a scared little weak man. You could tell so because there was a dude who at the I covered this on Fish Tank one night. There was a dude who called him a weirdo because he was like cum hunting with his friends. Totally normal thing to do. You know how he would go to, like with his friends with like a black light to his other friend's house and like look for jizz. So somebody made fun of him for that, and like he got all like in the guy's grill and was all like pushy with him. And that's because Nick Fuentes lives every day in fear of Brick. He's afraid that any person criticizing him in real life is actually me. And so he lives constantly in fear, on edge of what could happen to him if we cross paths. But I mean, like in all, like without like schizo posting and like about how Nick Fuentes is scared of me. I mean, similar circles. You know what I mean? Not like the like fucking his people, but like I've dipped my toes into the debate like sphere and stuff like that.
I guess so. You were just on Stardust stream, right?
Yeah, Sunday was my first Stardust stream. It's official. Yeah,
Was it on YouTube or Twitch?
I think both. She does both.
Nice.
But
Nice.
yeah, so that also, I'm in better shape than I ever was.
Nice.
In better shape than I'm in good, pretty, like decent shape for somebody who doesn't go to the gym every day. I've networked people who could teach me how to fight if I have to like go an actual fight. And I'm in the right spheres. You know what I mean? That's the important part. You know what I mean?
What about you used to talk about a bunk fight? Whatever happened with that?
He disappeared. Like there was the bunk supposedly, right? This is the story. If you're gonna believe this story, right? Apparently, this guy, right? This crazy guy, this crazy character, CJ Brown. So CJ Brown is having a Spurg battle with this other Spurg, Bunk. And apparently somehow he challenged him to a fight, which was never going to happen. There was I ended Bunk, okay? I debated Bunk. I killed Bunk every time. Sometimes I Spurged a little bit, but every time I beat him, okay? So Bunk wants to fight me. Bunk always wants to fight me because, he doesn't like my politics and he doesn't like the fact that he gets, he loses to a Brick. I remember the first time I debated Bunk. I wish you guys recorded that. He, was like, I can go faster. And like was all spurging out and stuff like that. And every time I debate or get into any discussion with him, it ends up being he like, he does this weird thing where he's like, you're not following because I talk a lot and like, respond quickly. And I do the thing where I do interlaced talking, which everybody hates. And he's like, you're not following. And then he like tried to derail my conversation. And I'd be like, yeah, no, I am following. You're just like, this is a tactic. And then eventually it ends up being where I debate Bunk and then I debate all of Bunk's friend groups spontaneously. Because after I debate Bunk for like 20 minutes and like I debunk him and I get him into a corner, his other friends start pulling up like studies and shit like that and like expect me to read their studies like at the drop of a hat, which I just reject flatly because like you could play with numbers a lot. And again, like there are numbers you have to agree upon, but like it's they don't always debate in the most forthright way, those guys. So yeah, anyway, he was apparently then, even though me and Bunk have I don't know how many times, I don't know what the deal is with CJ Brown and Bunk, But so me and Bunk, there was like a natural arc there. You know, Bunk was the first person I debated and shot from the point. Matt Pitt brings him in. He's like, Bunk, I found a guy who's faster than you. He's like, a guy who's faster than me? I'm sure, okay. And then halfway through the debate, I'm like, Bunk, I can go faster if you want. And then he was like, actually. And so me and him debated a bunch of times. We did a Christmas special on Now Recording. That's where this fucking awesome, not this art that I have on this account, but on my other account came from Kat. Thank you very much, Kat. On like when that time period, I debated Bunk, which was a cool debate on about how I think it was fucked up what he did to Clancy, who was supposedly his friend, and he like fucking took advantage of the situation where she was like, you know, I don't imagine the situation, but it kind of seems like he didn't really give that much fucks about her. And it was kind of like, yeah, we'll make a porno. It'll be funny. It'll get clicks. It'll get views. And I had a real issue with that because I viewed that as like exploitative to his friend, and like he wasn't really looking out for her and stuff like that. They ended up having they did well. I'll put it that way. So I debated him. And, you know, there was this whole arc, right? You know, Brick versus Bunk. I mean, that's where the Brick name comes from. And, you know, it was natural for me and him to fight, right? I don't know. Maybe CJ Brown has something that I don't know. You know, some crazy beef where there's like an actual, like a cool arc and stuff like that. And it's like it's been building for over a year type of deal. Maybe he does. But I don't know. I think the natural fight was me. So then he backed out. And then who was he supposed to fight? Flamenco?
Yeah.
Fucking the guy who doesn't even show his face on stream, like, and the guy who is a disgraced fucking political pundit. Meanwhile, while Brick is on the rise as an up and coming, I don't even like to call myself a political pundit. I just like I'm a shit talker, and also sometimes a wise man, if anybody would believe that. And I'm a wise ass, I can tell you that. And so when it came down to it, like there was the arc there. And I was actually like going, like I was starting to get ready for it. I was going to the gym and stuff like that. Not like a boxing gym, because there was no like direct, like nobody invited me. You know what I mean? I was like, come on, it's me. Like that fight's me. Somebody's got to like call for it. But everybody's like, Brick, you should go and hype it up and yada yada bullshit. And I'm like, I don't know. I kind of felt bad beating up an 18-year-old like that. Like fighting Bunk. So I don't hate Bunk. I mean, I hate Bunk whenever I'd like debate and talk to him, but I don't hate him like enough to want to fight him. I think he's just a dumb, like silly, misguided kid. And I really didn't really Bunk. I think there's nothing in it for me. You know what I mean? Like I guess I could have fought Bunk and then got into YouTube boxing, influencer boxing, and then like rose through the ranks to fight Nick Fuentes.
Yeah.
But I mean, Nick Fuentes either gonna get in a ring with me or not, and I don't think me getting in unless I threw the Bunk fight. Like, I don't think Nick Fuentes would want to get in a ring with me after I fight Bunk.
Think you're scared?
I don't know. I'd be scared of me. I'm crazy.
That's fair. Switching gears here back
So
to Discord.
Anyway,
Shut up,
let me finish. So I was
go
gonna contact Bunk and be like, hey Bunk, like what's the deal? Are you looking to fight me? Like, because Flamenco backed out and they tried to get somebody else, and so I was like, I was gonna like, hey, let me talk to Bunk and like see if we could dope this out. And that was, and then I didn't get back to him immediately because I had to do something. I was gonna get in a call with him and ask him, and then like Fish Tank happened, and I just kind of got really distracted with all my other dealings. And then the Bunk fight came and went, and you know the Bunk fight isn't probably gonna happen. I don't think.
Probably not. All right, retard. How many Discord servers have you been banned from since last February? And can you name them all?
Well, I guess Brittany Venti server, first and foremost. Shot from the point numerous times.
Not banned.
Well,
It's timed out.
Timed out. Okay. Shot from the point numerous times. Because Tommy's a fascist. Destiny server multiple times. Who else did they ban me from?
I don't know, but after this stream is over, I'm going to make a fucking huge bowl of ramen noodles.
I think really Brittany Venti's, but I think I got unbanned. Is there any other maybe like a one or two? No, not really. Maybe bunks thing. I don't know. The main thing was I got banned from Destiny server like 5 or 6 times, like because they hate me there.
All right.
Was there any
Brick,
other ones? Was there any other ones?
I'm sure there. I mean, technically, you got banned from Yellow though.
I did. Well, actually, that's Needle's fault. We're not going to talk about this.
What do needles do?
You can ask Needles about that. All right.
All right. This one this is the one where I want you to like actually expand upon. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen you do. Okay. The night in New York that you streamed on Discord.
New
This is
York.
the best thing I've ever seen you do. It was the funniest shit. What event were you going to? Let's start there.
So Brittany Venti was part of this whole crew with Chrissy Mayer and some comedians and stuff like that. And so she ended up hosting a Minds event that Tim Pool put on, right? And
Was that the one that you were? I remember you were streaming in Discord, like your phone screen, and you were like signing up to get like free tickets to something one time. And he was like putting in your email and shit. Was that one?
yes,
Oh.
that was I talked to. Well, I messaged Chrissy Mayer, like said, I don't know if she said directly, like messaged me for tickets or whatever. And I was like, I messaged her, I'm like, hey, I'm fucking King Brick. I'm Brittany Venti's fan.
A big fucking deal, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm a up and coming like political figure. Like I'm a journalist. Like I've done some journalist work. It'd be cool if you can get me a deal on the tickets or whatever. And she's like, oh sweet, here's a free ticket. So I got a free ticket and I went. It was north of Lincoln Center. What theater is that? I don't know. It was a little north of Lincoln Center. What was the theater? Anyway, so I went there, had a great time, got yammed up, got like real fucking drunk. They had this really like a creamsicle like shot or like drink. It was
That
like
sounds great.
like some whipped cream vodka with like some like it was like orange
That
or
sounds
mango
like-
or something like that.
That sounds like the drink I got. I went to a wrestling thing in May. That sounds like the drink that I got. It was like a triple shot in there of like vodka, and then it was like some orange cream like fucking thing mixed in with. Oh my god!
It was Miss Stripes asked, is Brick like this all the time? She's
Yes.
curious.
I'm doing it for
Whoa.
500. Oh wait, 500
Whoa.
plus 60. I'm doing it for 560 days. Yes. He used to be worse.
Hey. I'm tired right now, okay? I didn't sleep at all last night. Literally. I went to bed at like 2 a.m. and I could not sleep. I literally was sitting there. I was like, my eyes were closed. My brain wouldn't go to bed.
Neither.
And then I heard like this, like a dripping sound. And it was just like this minor little thing, like bloop, bloop. I'm like, I can't fucking do this. I felt like the guy from The Raven, like somebody's like knocking at my chamber door. I just couldn't. I was losing it, man. And then I got up and I ripped the air conditioning out of the wall on accident.
No, what?
but-
You're lying.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't rip the wall. I have the air conditioning kind of like jerry rigged, and like I have like a custom manifold. It's not a wall unit. It's a floor unit with a pipe that goes out the wall. So I have a custom manifold, and I had it like hooked up with duct tape and stuff like that. And not on purpose. I just like went to go like try to figure out what the leak was, and I ended up like freaking ripping it out of the wall. And yeah, long story short, could not sleep at all last night. By the time that happened, it was like 5 a.m, and then it was just like awake the entire time. Terrible. So I'm tired. This is what I'm trying to say. Right. Eva gets me.
You remember who else was up with you at 2 a.m? Yeah. Remember who else was there?
Oh, I don't. I think it was just me. I think I was the only one up.
It was it.
hmm So anyway, you want the story about the theater? So I went. I saw the show. I got a few drinks. I gave a drink to one. Like there was like I like to make friends when I go out. I'm a little socialite from time to time. So I ended up talking to some kid from Newark or something like that. Gave him one of my drinks because I'm bad with money and he didn't have a drink.
Ironic.
The best part was I got that roll. Not even know. I just gave you guys I just bought the highest roll. I just with that.
Oh shit! I should have made like a $50 tier then back in the day.
Right, I would have.
Membership changes coming soon. Smile.
Oh wait, Miss Stripes. Eva says, "Run on that cocaine energy drink. Drink, Eva. You have to. Well, I get in trouble. It's an energy drink, sponsored by Hype Beverages LLC.
Still
That's a
recording,
real,
still working
real
on the
company.
sponsorship.
We're working on it. It hasn't transferred over from my account. So yeah, I went had a
Contacting them now.
watched the show. Where I'm trying to get through this, man. How are you keep derailing, dog. I'm trying
Oh,
to for your audience.
Hey,
I'm trying to keep it
Hey.
concise.
hey, instead of yelling at
Or-
me, get back to it. Bitch. Proceed.
See what I deal with, guys? See what I deal with? What I do for content?
Yeah, I'm the problem here.
Yeah, you are. You have a problem.
Yeah.
I'm glad, and that's the first step is acknowledging
Admitting it.
that you have a problem.
Yep. All right.
Chat. One's in the chat. It's a drink. Sorry, not sponsored yet. Yes. See, Eva gets it. So I went to the show. Had a grand old time. Enjoyed it. I think I was doing the thing where I did this thing on live streams and stuff like that where I like played live streams like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like the meme behind that where like people would watch it live and like Jan would come out and they'd be like horror and like you just like say whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
So I went there and I forget what it was. Somebody lied and I'm like, you're a fucking liar. And I was like, I was just being kind of a dick. Probably because I had like 6 or 7 drinks before that. And not really that much ridiculous. What's the crowd supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like you could talk in a crowd. I think so. I don't know. What is the etiquette? It's kind of like if people were booing, people were cheering, people were saying stuff. So I mean, I don't know. It's fluid, dynamic, right? So I went. I enjoyed the show. Long story short, good show. Got derailed by one of the contestants on there. Not even me, not contestant, but one of the people on there. They got into like some weird like personal spat, which is ironic, I guess, 'cause I come from the drama community. About like stuff that happened off air before they got on the show,
That sounds
and they
great.
were it was so stupid, and they were just like pettily fighting about it on stage. It was James O'Keefe and like some other dude, and it was and they're just like, nope, that's not the case. And it's like, yep, you said, and it's like it was messed up. It was fucking hilarious.
That reminds me of a Jungle Boy. If anyone out there watches wrestling. Anyway, so after the show,
After the show, there was an after party. There was afters there was a comedy club around the block. Like literally, like you go on the first right on the right. And so I walked out. I made a bunch of friends. I was talking to a bunch of people. I already like to talk, believe it or not, and I'm pretty friendly. Excuse me. And I had a whole, I was talking to a bunch of people, making friends, asking about what they thought of the show and stuff like that. Who are you? Where are you? What do you do? You know what I mean? Where are you from? Type of stuff, basic things. And that was actually the first time that I ever got recognized for my internet fame. Actually, I met Fearless. I met Fearless, who is from Shot from the Point, and I was like, we were talking, and somehow it came. I brought up the fact that I am King Brick, because like I didn't do like a face reveal at this time yet. I did do a face reveal, but it was like a limited showing for people like who I was close to and Shot from the Point, and I did like a whole. It was fun.
Yeah. To be fair, you do have like a really distinct voice. Like you kind of remind me of like a radio voice.
Radio, you are on King Brick shit. Radio. So I went and I got recognized, which was super cool. Weird, but super cool. And Fearless is a cool dude. We had a good time. I was live streaming too. But
That was an awful stream.
Oh, bro. Apparently like 5G in like one of the largest cities in the world. Just doesn't work good enough for streams. So you have to have a live stream set up with 2 different friggin' like mobile hotspots that like interlace, and it's whatever. So I was doing that, and I was like talking to people. I was like interviewing people and stuff like that. Just having a good time. I had a whole I guess it's full of myself if I say I had a crowd of people, but we were all just walking together, right? We were all like I was being a loud idiot. So we went to the afters. It was at the comedy club. There was Ryan from the Boys Cast, comedian that I like. There was the big guy.
Oh, Bird from Judge Judy.
No, Hunter Biden. The 10% for the big guy. No, I mean No. Alex Stein 99, who is like part of Brittany Venti's like that circle, like that Compound Media side of things. They were there. I like, was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And at that point, I was a fucking nobody. They're like, big content creators and stuff like that. They're like, "Hey, how are you?" They're like, when you're talking like you're like I was a special needs child, and like, hi,
Hey, Break, how are you doing
go
today?
away, go leave. We're here. We're
busy
we're
right now. Can you come
comedians.
back
This is
later.
yeah. They're all hanging out. It was cool. So it was funny because I had like my group of like people who like the one guy knew me, and then like a bunch of people. I got some business cards for a bunch of people and stuff like that. Like in
Nice.
like the people we were hanging out, and so it was like it was like the I wouldn't say they're A-listers, but whatever Alex Stein and then would be considered. And then there was us, the ultra A-listers. Like if you know, like because I mean you can get those people anywhere. You only get Brick at his first free concert TV show thing once. They missed out.
Break.
They
Let's
missed
get to
out.
the good part. Let's get to the good part.
So yeah, I went to the good part. Chrissy Mayer's husband proposed for her that night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And it was on my birthday too. That was the cool part too. I got those free tickets on my birthday. Like the show was on my birthday. I got free tickets on my birthday. It was super cool because I don't know. I didn't. What was it at that time? Yeah. Oh yeah. At that time, I was enjoying the wonders of the New Jersey unemployment system, where I got laid off, and when I went to apply, they just didn't pay me.
that's
They
great.
they just straight didn't pay me. And I actually still apparently there's $1,000 sitting in like an escrow, like waiting for me to claim it, which I probably should because $1,000 is decent. But yeah, it took me a year to get that. Took me when I got laid off, because like work got slow because there was like the Ukraine war kind of kicked off and like the market kind of got a little effy and I got laid off. Well, I luckily I rent an apartment from family, so I didn't get evicted, but my car got repoed because New Jersey wouldn't pay me the money that I pay into for unemployment, and I'm not allowed to say hate. I strongly dislike them. That really grinded my gears. But then it was nice because I got that free show thing.
Yeah.
Like I had a little bit of pocket money left because I had a little bit of money in my mattress. So I got that free show and got to really like have a great time. Thanks to like Tim Pool and for giving out free tickets, and thanks for Chrissy Mayer for hooking out the free tickets. And thanks for me living near New York where I was able to just go at the drop of a hat. So went there. So Chrissy Mayer's boyfriend at the time proposed to her, and they've gotten married since. So that was the big thing you're talking about, right?
What happened after you left there?
I was chilling with a dude, and he gave me some acid, allegedly.
Did he?
I didn't take it. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, he gave me some acid. It was like, hey, bro. Apparently, he drove up and he was like, yo, I'm tripping balls right now, and I'm like, what? Really? He's
Just
like,
driving on acid.
No. He drove up from like down south, and where did he drive up from? He drove up from like Kentucky or some other place,
Kentucky, yeah.
or maybe South Carolina, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Somewhere in that vicinity. And he drove up from there and he was like, yeah, I'm tripping right now, having a good time. And he's like, I'm like, oh, word. And me and him started talking about like a little bit of politics in the world and stuff like that. Less politics, more just like the world. And then he's like, hey, you want to hit acid? And I'm like, on my birthday? Yeah. How'd you know? And so I got, that was the big thing. Right?
And then I think you went to go get some food, right?
Oh, yeah. So I went to go get a gyro.
Euro.
I went to get a chicken gyro.
Euro.
And I went to get a chicken gyro.
Euro.
Gyro.
Should have got the lamb one.
Gyro. They didn't have lamb. I did want the lamb. That was, bro,
Yeah.
I was fucking hammered. I had like, again, this was when I had no money because unemployment fucking stiffed me. So I had like fucking like $20 left. and I was
You
like,
download the
hey,
McDonald's app.
and I was, no, no. I think actually there wasn't any like McDonald's around the area where I was, so I grabbed a gyro. What did I
Gyro.
lose? I lost something there that night.
You left the food.
No, I had the food because I remember eating the food in Central Park. I lost something. Did I leave money? I left something. I don't know what the fuck it is. I left something
Are
at the
you sure?
gyro.
No. I remember you went to Central Park, right? After you got the food. I think you left some of the food. Like you ate like fries or something. You left like something.
I remember what it was. I should go back and ask that guy what I
I
forgot.
swear it was the food though. I swear
No,
it was like the
'cause
whole euro.
I remember eating the gyro
Euro.
in the park, in Central Park, in the middle of the night. Like
Huh.
I remember that. I remember specifically eating the gyro. I think maybe the drink. I don't know what. I forgot something that was kind of important. Couldn't be that important if I don't remember it. So I went to Central Park, and for people who don't understand what the situation, the dire straits I was in, it was now like
It was late.
1:40 in the morning, something like that. And see, New York City is brick on acid must be quite something. It might be something, allegedly, if I've ever done it. Fun times. But so yeah. I'm sorry, she distracted me. Can you kick that person from the audience? Because they're
What?
distracting me.
Breck, we're not done.
Oh. Okay, so if you're in New York City and you live in New Jersey, wow, way to dox myself. If you live in New Jersey, right?
New Jersey, we know when his birthday is. He said his first name.
If you're not like right where the PATH train is, so like Jersey City type area, and you have to take New Jersey Transit out, the trains from New Jersey Transit stop running. Wait a enunciate that word. Stop running at like, I don't know, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I was stuck in the city at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning with no money. No money and no way home, nowhere to
Wait a
stay.
minute. How did you get up there? Did you take the fucking...
The train. I took the train in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had my train ticket out paid for, and I had my train ticket in paid for already. Like shoestring budget, man. I had enough money for drinks, shoestring budget, but then I got fucking hammered at the concert. But I treated myself. You know what I mean? Birthday money, right?
Yeah.
That's how I had the money. Yeah. All right. So what? So I'm stuck in New York all night. And what do you do in New York? Well, I was up. Lincoln Center is like 50th Street. 60th. It's somewhere. It's not. It's above mid. It's like around Midtown. So then I went and they have these like city bikes. They're like these electric bicycle things. Jersey Girl. I wish I could get a Jersey Girl, but they're crazy. Yeah. So I went and I got. I hopped on one of those. And at this point, I was streaming. I gave up on streaming to Twitch, but I was able to stream in the Shop from the Point Discord, like almost no problem this entire time. Like you guys were with us. So I was like, let me the Shop from the Point people were great to me. Like I made a bunch of friends like that. And I was like, hey, if I can't stream it live, I might as well entertain my friends and like show them what the shenanigans I get up to. So then I, very drunk, got on a city bike and proceeded to ride like a madman downtown. And when I say like a madman, my hat fell off and I went to stop to get my hat and I fucking ate shit on the bike.
Yeah.
A few times. And bro, my leg was all fucking cut up the next day. My hands were all cut up. Like I haven't fallen on a bike like that in a while. But no, like not like bad. Like it was just like I just when I would stop because I was just going like riding like a madman, right? But that's how you would describe it. And when I say like a madman, like I was like keeping pace with like cars. I was like
Swerving a little bit.
I remember I was passing traffic going through Times Square, like going in front of people. I was running red lights, like as cars were coming, but not like dangerously. I knew I had room to do it, but like if I wasn't riding that fast and like if I didn't know how to ride, like I would have been.
We all, everyone in the VC just saw him ate shit.
Would've
And
been-
the funniest shit
Yeah.
at 3 in the morning. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I ate shit in Times Square. Like it was, but it was cool because I was like navigating through the whole thing. Rode like a madman. There was this It was like at this point it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. Oh, my dad had called me at 3 in the morning and wished me a happy birthday, which was cool. You know, we had a little bonding moment. My dad's awesome. My dad's just like me. A little different.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember you drove past some people too. You want to talk about those?
Do you want me to call my dad?
Sure.
I don't know what he's gonna fucking say. What is he gonna say?
Make sure you turn off noise suppression, turn your mic all the way up, do whatever you're gonna do.
All right. So as I was driving downtown, I got to about around where the Village was. You know what the Village is?
I can pretend.
Come on. Did anybody in chat know what the Village is?
I don't fucking know New York. Never been anywhere near that corner.
Asking chat. I'm asking chat.
I don't give a fuck.
Advanced voice activity. Turn off. Doesn't help if you're not being detected. Sure, whatever. Turn that off. One of these. There's a lot more options than there used to be. Why do they make this so complicated?
Called updates.
Why did you have to go and make
you could've
things
just
so
clicked on the thing.
complicated?
You could have just clicked on the thing next to end call.
Avril
We're
Lavigne.
copyrighted.
All right, what? All right, let me see what he says. What am I telling my father? My father.
There we go. We can hear. There we go.
Is he gonna pick up? Is everybody gonna learn that my family doesn't love me? They don't answer my phone calls.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh shit.
this fucking asshole! You leave this guy?
What the
Look at this
fuck?
fucking
Hey,
guy.
Leave it going.
My family. Why? So they could have you could have my father's fucking numero? No way. Mad Max gets it. The gay place. Yeah. So they had a spontaneous. Like 3 in the morning. Like New York is the city that never sleeps, but it's not like it's not as packed at 3 in the morning. Like you get people walking around and stuff like that. There was what?
Clearly, it
park?
sleeps if the transit's closing.
No, well, they just hate New Jersey people. Like that's really what it is.
You guys didn't have like a civil war going on, like New York and New Jersey.
Nah, yeah. Well, they call us
Maybe
the
a little
bridge.
Pennsylvania in there.
They call us the bridge and tunnel crowd.
Hmm.
Like yeah, that's what they call us. They're dehumanizing us. Can you believe it? Anyway, I don't care. Where was it?
Ditch the bike or something at one point. I remember you like walked up to these people who were like fishing.
No, you're getting ahead. You're getting ahead.
All right,
So it was my birthday. So gay pride, right? Because
Oh, there we go. Yeah. These. Yeah.
I'm proud of being gay, and I didn't know what was going on, and so then I was like I pulled up to the side because again riding like a madman the entire time, and when I say madman, electric assist bike, so you have to pedal, but as fast as you pedal, like you'll go faster, right? So riding like a madman all the way down from like 65th Street. There we go. That's about where I was. Yeah. No, actually, I guess I picked a bike up. Yeah, about 65th Street, a little north of Columbus Circle. So rode all the way down. There was this like a pop-up park deal. Well, the park wasn't a pop-up, but it was like you know what I mean? What I'm saying? You get my jive?
Yeah.
You get the gist?
I think so.
All right. So there was this little. Is it Union Square? No, it was smaller than Union Square. Whatever. All right. Nobody cares that much about the specific details of it. What?
You're not gonna go about the people you passed and what you said to them?
Oh yeah. So there was a gay pride event, and I didn't know that because I was just like, "What the fuck? Why is everybody partying on my birthday? What the fuck?" I'm like at 3 in the morning, and it was huge. Again, the whole it was like I don't know, probably like a 200 by 200 little park that was like in like fuck. Now I want to find the fucking park, but regardless, so I was like, "Hey, what's this about?" And what did they say to me?
I don't know what they said to you. I know what you said back. I know one word you said back.
So, is it Father Fagin Park? Yeah. Is this it?
It's ironic.
Is there a street?
It's pretty ironic.
I think it's it. Was it Father Fagin? Okay, so that's actually
That's very ironic.
So why is that ironic?
Your response, Brick. What words come out of your mouth whenever you were pedaling away, my friend?
Pedaling away. Oh. Am I allowed to say that? Hey, Jack Blondie, what's up? I'll play some deep rock. I'll play some crack rock eventually.
Alright, fine. You don't have to say it. So anyway, you passed those people, and then
I called them.
close. So what?
I said-
what's going on?
Somebody said. Look, I said like, hey, what is this party? Like, fucking drunk, right? So I probably said, hey, what's the fuck is this? And it was like, gay pride event. And I'm like, oh, forget about it. And I was like, forget. And I rode around
Yeah,
the
that's what
circle.
happened.
I rode around a bunch of times. I'm like, hey, forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it.
He's giving you.
Forget about it.
What was
As
that?
well
What's
as
that
New
first
York. Forget about it.
word? How come you guys can say it, but everybody else
Forget
can
about it. Hey, fuck
Bullshit.
you. Forget about it.
Anyway, so
Forget
what was that?
about it. So, and then I rode around then a bunch of times, and then in order to extract myself from the situation, I pedaled as fast as my little legs would pedal. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it. So I pedaled as fast as my little legs would pedal. Well, not little legs, but
Yeah. Anyway, so get to the fishing people at 4 a.m.
So I pedaled all the way down from like 65th Street, like fucking booking it again, as passing cars, like keeping like pace with cars, right? And like passing cars, like I was on
because
a
New York
mission.
traffic is awful.
Oh yeah, because they have to stop and start, and I wasn't stopping at any red lights. So like I literally was beating people downtown, beating them down. Beating them. I was beating them to downtown. There was no violence that day. Kidding. Where am I? But for real. No, I'm kidding. Stop. So the fact of the matter is, I rode down as fast as I could. I got to the Battery. And if you don't know what the Battery is, the Battery, it used to be a fort. Called a battery, like the battery, like it's like of guns is a battery. Anyway, again, no history lesson. It's the point of Manhattan. It's like as low as you can get. It's as low as you can go in Manhattan. So I got to the Battery because that's where I was going. Because if my go-to is if I have nowhere to go, and I'm stuck in New York for the night and I got kill time, I ride around New York and ride around New York, have a great time. Make a bunch of friends, fall on my butt a few times. So then I got down to the Battery. I ditched the bike. I then went and puked in New York Harbor because I had ridden so fast and so hard that it fucking really upset my stomach. I should stop cursing. It really upset my stomach, and I ditched the bike and I had to yak. I just was like, all on stream. And I yacked right next to the Staten Island ferry. And then I had 20, 30 minutes to kill before the ferry came. And so I, was live streaming. I walked down to the Battery. There was a bunch of gentlemen, right? It was a very diverse crowd, right? There was some Chinese people. There was some black guys. There was some Romanian guys.
I didn't see those.
Who? The Romanian guys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're hard to spot. You don't because you can't really tell. If you blink, you miss them.
Anyway, yeah, they were there.
So they're there. They're there.
Get on
They're
with the
there.
fucking story, you bitch.
Oh, okay, fuck you. Why do I? Wait, how long is this? It says it's only 11 minutes long. 2 hours and 16 minutes. Hey yo, schizo moment.
All right, take away the one, and it's 26. Blah blah blah. Keep going.
Yeah,
What's
actually,
happening?
just whatever. See, I'm glad you understand the schizo moments.
They're fishing.
What are you fishing for?
Romanians and blacks and Chinese people, I think
And
you said?
what? And blacks?
Yes, sir.
You mean African Americans?
I apologize.
Actually, they
Okay.
weren't African Americans. They were from, well, no, they were from Africa, but they weren't like.
What were
isn't
they doing?
Oh, they're all fishing. They're all fishing for at the battery. They're all sitting there. They all had their poles in hanging out like dangling a line. Yeah, you know what I mean, trying to catch some fish. And actually, a few of them had caught some stuff. I think they caught some like a few striped bass, like nice sized fish too.
Nice.
And so I was like walking up and down the street, like, hey, what'd you catch? Somebody, I think I don't know what else. I think somebody caught a bass. They caught some other stuff. I don't remember exactly what it was. Probably the alcohol. They didn't catch the alcohol, but I don't remember because of the alcohol. But yeah, I was like walking up. I was saying, hey, how you doing? How you doing tonight? Having a good night. Shooting the shit a little bit. King of Brick shit. And so I was there. I was like talking to them. How you doing? Where are you from? Yada yada. What did you catch? They all showed me, like whoever caught a fish had showed me. A man of the people. You know what I mean? Magnanimous. Actually no, I liked it. I like meeting people. You know what I mean? It's cool. So they were all fishing. They were catching some food and stuff, and they were going to eat it. Because that's what you do to fish.
Yeah, you eat them. Or throw them
Audience,
back like a nice
if
person.
you don't know this, the media is trying to brainwash you. Okay, they have this movie called Finding Nemo, or is it maybe it's Shark Tale, where
I
they
think
say
it's called Finding
fish.
Dory.
They say fish are friends, not food. That's a lie. Fish are food. Okay, fish are not smart enough to be friends with humans and form a
can't we-
bond.
Why can't we eat our friends?
Anyway, we're not friends anymore. I'm not going to visit, whatever. But whatever, fine. We can eat our friends, just in small little pieces.
Yeah, you slice a
No.
little bit off the finger, take a little nibble,
Yeah,
juice.
that's love. Little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
You get that fresh juice.
Little Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
mean-
so after you leave there, I think you were, it was getting late. I think weren't you going to the ferry and you just like riding that until you fucking,
Yeah, because the battery is right there where the Staten Island ferry is. So if you don't know this, the Staten Island ferry is free.
nice.
To ride. If you try to hijack it, I'm not responsible. It's not free in that way. Except if you're Pete Davidson. He apparently bought the Staten Island ferry, the John F. Kennedy. Pete, call me. I got some business plans. So I know you're having a problem. What you gonna do with it?
Fuck Pete Davidson.
That Staten Island ferry is free. Want to steal it?
We'll talk later. Anyway, I'm surprised your phone didn't die. Like what phone did you have at the time? Jesus Christ. Like it was like, did you have like a charger?
That's my favorite phone.
Did you have a charger?
I had a Motorola Z4. It was the first and only modular phone with swappable
Swappable battery?
swap up. Shut up. No, actually, did you know that in a few years, all phones are going to have swappable batteries in the future?
I saw that in
Because
Europe. I don't know
because
about the world,
because the EU made it so in all things you have to be able to replace their battery, even
It's
in your
gonna be weird for
cars, like
iPhone.
any of. Well, no, but no phone maker cares enough to make one that's swappable and not swappable, unless they really hate us. Like if they really make one that's like swappable in Europe and they go to everybody else, like yeah, the battery dies, buy a new phone, poor. So that we'll see if they really hate us. They might really hate us. So all new phones in the future are gonna have swappable batteries. But stop getting me on a tangent. I'm trying to help these people understand what's going on. Okay? Oh, Miss Stripes. Yo, that's why I know she's cool. I used to have one of those. See, a Motorola Z4. And
Motorola.
I need to somebody get me in contact with the executives from Motorola. They fucked up. That phone should be one of its core fucking things. You know how they fucked up? I'll tell you, Motorola executives. The mods should have Bluetooth as well. because you should be able to use the mods when it's not attached to your phone. You'll still want to use it to have attached to your phone because of the convenience. See, when I went there, I had the phone fully charged and I had a back plate that was a battery. So I had a double battery on the phone. The thing lasts like 2 days. Great phone, right? You had other features like I had a 3D, not a 3D. I had a printer. I could print out Polaroids from that phone, which came in handy of like a few times. I have some really nice like. I mean, the quality isn't great, but it's nice because you get like little like credit card size photos and stuff. It's pretty cool. Nice. Like they had the key feature on that was there was a speaker that you snap on the back. So like now everybody's like, oh, well, just carry around a Bluetooth speaker. It's like I'm not carrying around my phone and a Bluetooth speaker. The nice thing was you'd attach the speaker to the back of the phone and then boom, your phone was this giant speaker. It was a great phone. But they didn't market it right because they should have just called it Z is the key. That's the marketing. And you know what they should have done? They should have had, I don't know, maybe like this phone should be able to snap onto like a base and become an alarm clock. I don't know, Motorola. You know, you have fucking focus groups. Figure it out. But apparently, whatever. Maybe it wasn't.
No, all phones are alarm clocks, right?
Yeah, but it would have, you know, like you have docks and stuff for your phone.
Yeah, I guess.
So it could have snapped in and
the
like.
new like Galaxies have that like screen that's always on, right? And it has like little fucking.
Who cares?
That's an
Motorola.
alarm clock.
I love Motorola. You know why?
No.
The Batwing.
Anyway, Brick. I
know
think
about the
a lot of
Batwing?
people.
It's their logo. No, actually, I like Motorola because they're one of the like OG smartphone companies. They were an American company until Google bought them from. Well, Motorola split into Motorola Mobility and Motorola Solutions. Motorola Solutions is still like an enterprise thing. You can buy radios and stuff like that. An American company. They sold off Motorola Mobility, which is the smartphone device manufacturers, over to Google. Google then stole all the patents, didn't steal them because they paid for them, and then sold the company off to Lenovo. But the company, I don't know, I like their phones. I'm a fanboy, I guess. And I just don't like Samsung, partially. But no, Motorola has some good features. You know what my best feature on Motorola is? You could chop twice and the flash comes on. No, you chop twice and the flash comes on, which is if you're like I do construction stuff like that, it's a godsend to just like chop twice and boom, flash comes on. Or a twist for the Motorola. Sponsor me. Or give me a new phone, please. Like crack my screen. Yeah. No, don't sponsor him. There's not enough to go around. We live in a scarce world. This is everybody man for themselves.
I need a work phone. Anyway.
Good point.
Yeah. Yeah, anyone who knows you though, Brick, like anyone who's there that night, anyone who just like spends enough time around you knows that like when you do like IRL content, that's like your peak, right? There's other things that you've done that are really great, which we'll get into in a second. But IRL is like your golden fucking ticket.
Oh no, I enjoy it because I'm like I don't know, I'm I'm kind of quick on my feet. Like I'm respectable, but not like, you know, I'm not like just a dickhead, but I also like to be funny, and I'm not like, I don't know, I enjoy, I like talking to people, even if I'm not like I like making friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are there like any plans to do IRL content though? Like stream videos? Like...
Well, I'm talking to this guy.
Yep. You're talking to men now? Like, you gay?
No, he has a wife.
But you're still talking to him, and his wife doesn't know, or?
I don't know. Do you think he told his wife about me?
I mean, depend. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, you guys planning on like meeting up and doing things together?
We were playing games together. You know.
Playing what kind of games? Like drinking games?
You know the games that Tommy C plays. You know, like him and Joey.
I'm not.
And
too
Banana.
Familiar. What kind of games do they play? I know they've met up. Like,
well, they all went to London and like they were hanging out or something like that. Like, so whatever games.
What are your plans with this married man? Like, what are you gonna do with him?
I'm gonna chop him up into small little pieces and serve him as Cantonese food.
So I know in April you got really big into it.
That's a joke. That's maybe it's not a joke, but it is a joke. And anyway. It's not. It is a joke. I just, but like seriously, I don't want to harm anybody except. I was because they killed that guy. There was that dude in Utah who said he was gonna kill Joe Biden, and they killed him.
We got to move on because I'm getting kind of hungry.
Wait, you're gonna move on? A man died.
I don't care.
A man died, and you think this is fun?
Who? You can't even name him.
Yeah, he was some boomer dude.
Yeah, you forgot his names.
No, well, I mean, who cares? He doesn't
back in
matter. The
April,
government can kill people at will, and they
back
don't
in
care. If you
April-
threaten the government, they can kill you. That's how it works. That's fair. It seems fair to me.
Back in April, you decided to
Black
start
in April.
streaming.
That could be a TV series.
You're lying, April.
What
Anyway,
would the premise be?
in April, you decided to start streaming Fish Tank. What made you like hit the go live button and start like reacting to it?
So I think I had heard of Fish Tank a little bit. Honestly, I didn't know it was happening when it happened. You know, this is gonna sound petty, but it's the truth. So I went, and that night, you know, there was a content drought. You know what I mean? I'm a lazy streamer. Like, I like to stream, but I'm a perfectionist. So if I don't stream, it gets to be a problem. So I need to get better at getting the MVP out the door, because I'm MVP. You know what I mean? Minimally viable product. That's marketing terms. See, teaching everybody knowledge. Yeah. Is that enough? Does that answer your questions?
So how did you feel when your stream started gaining
what
traction?
happened? So what happened was, I really wasn't paying attention. But Fish Tank popped on. But that isn't even how it actually started. Really, before that, I hadn't been streaming for a few months because somebody false flagged my channel. Somebody had false flagged my channel back in December.
Yeah.
No,
That was
November.
2 in December.
December? Yeah. So somebody false flagged my channel. So I'm gonna go with the fact that I knew that the flags would go away after a few months, and that I was waiting it out. So that's why I waited from December until April to start streaming again, because I wanted the flags to go. I mean, really, record scratch, wall break, third wall break. Actually, I didn't know at all that the things would scratch. I planned on actually running that account into the ground. The King Brick Shit YouTube channel, which blew up over the course of Fish Tank. I was planning on just running it into the ground, getting on their flag, and just that was it. You know, like 9/11 hijackers. You know, right into the. You know what I mean? For no reason at all. You know what I mean? But so what I actually did was I was like, oh shit, I'm not banned. I'm not gonna be banned immediately. Cool. But that's besides the point. Well, actually, later in the point. So I called in. I had personal growth, right? Like I did a podcast. We were doing, and we are. It's coming back. Shout out to anybody in the chat who is a real OG, an unhinged member in the chat. Any unhinged lovers here? No? Okay. Somebody's got to love Unhinged. No, maybe not. So I was doing Unhinged with Mr. Banana, Mr. Schmoey Schmeshmine, and Dr. Shivargu. So me and him, because what was Doc's catchphrase? It's like, Brick, we gotta start a podcast.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and so me and him, like, well, actually, really, it was Banana's idea. And me and him, Banana and I, Shivargo and Banana and I, start a podcast, and then Tommy C came to us and said, "Look, guys, this Joey Westside guy, he's really struggling, and I'm trying to get him to be famous. So I'm gonna partner him up with you guys. Can you guys? I know he's annoying and dull and dumb and vulgar and smelly and British. Can you guys, through the kindness of your hearts, can you please take this Joey Westside character and let him on your podcast, guys?
It's not gonna happen.
What do you want? What do you want, lady? Lady, what do you want? Yeah, that's right. Shut
never
up.
gonna happen,
Shut
Rick.
up. Shut up. Shut up. You shut up. No, you shut up. No, you shut up.
If bullying continues on this stream, I'm leaving.
No, get the fuck out. Anyway, yeah, I showed her. I just bullied a woman. Look at me, big tough guy. Look at me. Can we get
Anyway,
some?
so Brick, how did you feel when Fish Tank started? getting
Anyway,
traction?
I'm not done yet. So
Not
me and
done.
Banana, we
Oh,
started a
no, no, no,
podcast.
no, no.
We brought Joey Westside on. Bing bang boom, greatest podcast,
Right at the
most
end.
underrated podcast.
How's it over?
Because it was too good. It ended on the best episode. I mean, the best. Seriously, we did it kind of got to the point where I was happy with it because like I kept telling Matt Pitt for a while, like Matt, we gotta have a podcast where I could bring people in and we could just bring anybody in. He's like, no, that's never gonna work, Brick. You have to have like a set number of people and like only a few of them. And I'm like, no, Matt, it needs to be a big old VC, and I need to be able to kick and bring people in as I want. And there actually needs to be 2 podcasts of like an open VC and then the chat above that. And I'm giving away my idea and you're going to steal it. If you're stealing this from me, if you're stealing this from me, not you, I'm talking to anonymous audience member out there.
Oh, I
Poor
know that.
Liana. Who is this simp? Simping for Liana. Oh, they have a cute profile pic. So, okay, I'll allow it. So yeah, so I did the podcast. I showed Matt Pitt, who's boss, way bigger than Now Recording, way more famous than Now Recording, way more entertaining than Now Recording. Better characters, except that Joey Westside guy. He's kind of a, fucking Stu Nodge. You know what I'm saying. And that doc guy, he got real busy. He stopped coming because he said he hated us or something like that, and that we all should die or something like that.
Anyway, so I ended.
And
this
there
on
was
Fish
that
Tank.
banana guy. He went crazy, man.
Yeah, and he's gone now.
You know what he fucking said, dog. You know what he did. You know what? I'll tell you.
What?
Don't tell
What,
me.
Brick?
So banana fucking he comes in the VC one day, like, guys, it's what fucking man. I can fucking stand it.
Anyway, so.
Oh wait,
Fish
all right,
Tank.
stop. I'm done. I'm almost done. It ended on the highlight episode. We got Lemon, Lemonade, Quacker Wodger, 427, 1940. 1947. Big guy. He doesn't know. He's so big. He knows Tommy shot from the penis point or something like that. Or whatever, some fucking thing. He's a dumb Brit. So we got him on. We actually was really cool. We had Eva on. We played fucking. We were playing. Let me just say as many weird things as like and like a lot of ums and like and why am I doing this? Ruining your podcast. Because I have to have a better podcast. If you want the real official King Brick shit interview, contact me tomorrow where I interview myself. Call me, let me know what's up, how you doing. Yeah, I mean, I'm an open book. I'm an open brick. You know what I'm saying? I'm open.
Now you're a closed book. Brick, I want to know what is. How did you feel once your Fish Tank stream started getting traction? You know, you started doing it for a little bit. People started watching. I think at some point you had a couple hundred people in there. I think one time there was about 3. How about that?
Help! I'm being silenced. So we ended that show. We didn't really end the show.
Brick, answer the question, bitch.
All right. I'll wrap it up in like fucking 5 seconds. So we're doing that. So I wasn't really doing my other shows and stuff like that. I was kind of like beating myself up because I wasn't putting out the content I wanted to put out. But I was doing the podcast. It was really good. I was enjoying it. And then I was getting back into. I wasn't doing my call-ins like I was and stuff like that. And so I got back into call-ins and stuff like that. And I called Now Recording. I say, hey guys. And I called in. And then they kicked me because they don't know talent. Because they got no talent. Because I'm not there. Everybody tell Now Recording, bring me in. Yeah, all right, Needles, chill. So then I go and I do one of the, like, it only will work that one time. I went and I brought in an alt account into Now Recording on their stream, and it was called Berrick, BERRICK. And I went and I had like a 3-minute conversation with the Now Recording boys. And only then did they realize, they're like, wait, what? This is Brick. Like, they actually fell for my fake name and my voice changer, even though my name was, instead of Brick, BRICK, it was BERRICK. It was great, hilarious. But D-Max, because he hates me, he snubbed the interview. During a live stream, they cut that part out. That was the only time that's ever happened in the history of Now Recording. They cut out my bit. They cut out the fact that the whole thing, that Matt was like, "That's brick, oh my god," and they're all fucking. It was hilarious. Matt says, "Ask Matt Pitt." Everybody, Matt Pitt is stealing content from you. Ask Matt Pitt about the Barrick incident. Okay, thank you. So anyway, I was enjoying the stream. I was still mad at them. Then we go. I'm hanging out in the after party. Bacardi, all that stuff like that, and. That guy, Core Master, he's... I'll wrap this up quick. Core Master, he puts on Fish Tank. And I'm like, what? Fish Tank? Oh, this looks cool. So we're chilling in there. Xylee, the usual suspects. Well, I mean, I don't really chill with Xylee, but Xylee was in there. Like, there's a bunch of people, like, all Vault and stuff like that. And we were all watching Fish Tank. And then, like, I had seen it earlier in the day, that there was going to the 5D guy was streaming it, and he was just sitting there doing nothing. And then, I didn't know, like, what was going on. And then I saw it later with Core, and I'm like, wait, there's no commentary? I'm like, there's no... Because, like, when you watch a TV show, there's, like, an announcer, right? There's, like, a guy who's telling you what's going on. So I'm like, wait, there's nothing? And I'm like, that can't be right. And I checked, and there was no, you could watch the show, but it was just a voyeuristic experience. There was no community that could be gathered up from it other than anonymous text chat and like Discord and stuff. And, which I hate Discord, especially people on Discord. So anyway, so I go and I call in to my own show that didn't exist at the time. And I'm telling everybody, I say, wait, look, they're not doing commentary. Like, this show needs something because it's a 24/7 show. It needs somebody who's watching 24/7 who could truly dedicate their very life essence to a creative endeavor that's more than themselves. So I said, you know what? I'm not working right now. I could do this. Because I called my boss earlier in the day and said, fuck you, I'm never working for you again. Because of Fish Tank. That's not what happened. That's not exactly what happened, but something like that. But not like that. Actually, I got laid off because economy and shit like that. So I was not working. I have a nice streaming setup because what Toxic leaves out is I used to have a bad computer. But over recently in the past year, I bought myself a really nice computer so I could stream and stuff like that. That's too tangential. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick because we gotta go. So I go and I decide that hey, somebody's got to do it, and I'm like, hey, I'm in the unique situation where I can do that. Like, one, I have the computer to do it. Two, I have the time to do it. And, I think I have the chops, to fill dead air and talk a little bit, not too much. But, if there's a lull, my theory was you want somebody who's be watching and paying attention to the show, right? Who's going to be able to fill people in on what they miss because they're paying attention, but also is going to, talk through dead air and times like that, right? Where there's people be bored and click off otherwise, right? Maybe it's just stupid small talk the contestants are making that nobody likes, or maybe they're just sleeping or doing other stuff, that are just they're being there's no dialogue, or they want people to comment on what's going on and hype things up. So I was like, all right, I could do that. So I was sitting in the room in Now Recording. And I was like, hey, is it cool if I stream this? Are you guys cool with that? And nobody said anything. And I'm like, okay, nobody heard me. I guess they fucking muted me like a dickhead. I'm like, hey, is it cool if I stream? There's some people in here who are big in the community. I don't want to just fucking start streaming randomly without your consent. Fish Tank is all about consent. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to do that. So I'm they're nobody's really about it. And so I watched it with Core for a little bit, and then I'm like, hey, I gotta go. I gotta stream this. Right then and there, I was like, oh, we gotta do this. And I started that night, and I titled it, what was it? Unofficial, official, live 24/7 commentary call-in coverage of MDE's Fish Tank. And with that, I was locked in because I said I was doing it 24/7, so I kind of fucking had to do it 24/7. And then I stayed up for 3 days after that, thanks to Cocaine Energy Drink. Cocaine Energy Drink, the official sponsor of the unofficial,
Not the energy.
the unofficial sponsor. Hype Beverages. Can we drop in the chat? Can you drop Hype Beverages LLC?
When I get the first paycheck, I will.
Cool. All right. Seriously, great drink. Kept me up for days. Also,
I love the drink.
I haven't slept last night, so I'm up for like fucking like 20. I'm going on 36 hours at this point. I get energy. I don't know. It's weird. I'm high energy.
So, like, how long
sometimes.
was it until your stream started getting attention?
Honestly, when I first started, it was like 1 or 2 viewers. Overnight, it did spike to like, I don't know. I think we hit like 100 the first night. And then it died back down. Like, you know, it was pulling like 10, 15 ones. And, you know, I'm like committed to the bit. And, I was like, there were people who were like giving me shit. They're like, you keep talking over the stream. And I'm like, yeah, because it's my show. If you want to fucking go and watch it without commentary, and not Fish Tank, but the coverage, the commentary coverage, like, I'm not contracted by MDE. I don't know Sam and the guys. I like made a play on like the fact that it was kind of like I was using qualifiers to be kind of wise, and I was like the unofficial official MDE 20. Like, that was like, I never like meant to seem like I was affiliated, but I meant to seem like I was affiliated. Not as like to fucking do anything other than as a fucking bit. And I'm like, hey, you're watching the stream. It's my fucking stream. If you don't like, I'm not here to just like fucking re-stream Sam's content. I'm here to add what it was missing. Well, and I thought it was missing that content, that like show, that interactive ability, right? And I decided, like how I do like my other like shows and stuff like that, to do a similar format where anybody can call in. Where I'm King Brick Shit and I'm a tyrant in my Discord call because like I'm trying to make content, and if I think you're fucking stupid, I'll mute you or tell you to shut up. If you're cool, like, you can talk all you want. But the idea was to allow it so the viewers could watch the stream and enjoy like, and get like the important parts, or at least what I thought was important, what I wanted to see, right? I didn't want to just talk over it because it wasn't just like Fish Tank in the background. Like, I was watching Fish Tank. I was gonna be watching it anyway. So I was like, all right, so I'm doing it. I want to watch it. I provide this content, and I wanted to see what was going on because I had to fill people in, and I was enthralled by the concept of the show. It was I still think it's a groundbreaking thing. I'm like honored to be a part of it, even though I wasn't ever officially a part of it. But I think I kind of made my own work. My work stands for itself. So I added this, this thing, and it was kind of, there were people telling me, wow, way to get really off. I ramble sometimes, you can't tell, but that whole thing was a ramble based off the fact that people were telling me to stop talking. Ironic. So, I fucking was there covering it the way I wanted to cover it. I wanted to make sure that people could watch, but also, like, there were guys who were just restreaming it, who were just sitting there, and they weren't saying anything, and they were just, like, blatantly, like, taking the content and restreaming it, which I didn't like. I thought that was scummy, right? Because, like, I guess there was an argument for some people because, like, the mobile site didn't always work for people. So there was a lot of people who were on mobile who just wanted to watch one of the guys who didn't talk. And that wasn't me. Like, I was there to add the show. I was there. It was a 24/7 commentary call-in. And I had it, so I had, like, luckily in the past year, I had made a bunch of friends, right? If you can call randoms on the internet. They're not randoms anymore, but I've met people who I really like. And I would consider, like, a decent amount of, like, people I've met, like, friends. And I've, like, so luckily I had a whole bunch of people who knew me and liked me and understood, like, who I was and stuff like that. So when I told them to shut the fuck up, they understood that it was just, the show. And so I had it, so I was awake all the time. The first 2 weeks I was up for 36 or more hours at a clip. So I was staying awake for like 2 or 3. I was watching them getting up, watching them go to bed, watching them get up, watching them go to bed, and I think then I went to sleep. So I was like doing like 2 or 3 day weeks, meaning that I was up for 3 days, but that was the entire week. So it was dedication to the bit. And
At what point was Sam Hyde aware of you? Because I remember you were saying that at one point.
The Sam Hyde. So the first night we streamed, we had like a few hundred people in there. Like 100 or something. I don't remember the exact numbers. Then it died down throughout the day. And then we missed the beginning of it, but we were there live the first night. I remember Core was trying to watch The Garage the fucking whole time, which whatever. It's Core, he's dumb. So we were there the first day, and we were there like again from the first day we were there, and we just kept going, right?
Night, Doug.
The first day. Good night, Doug. Hey, hi, Gigi. The first day that we were live, right? The night Sam hadn't been to the house yet. Or Jason Goldstriker hasn't been to the house yet. So we were there and we watched, the first thing, like where Sam Hyde, like they went live on Sam and Nick's thing. Like that's their Sam and Nick's Perfect Clips is their like I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but it's allegedly their channel. That they use to stream and that they're in control of, allegedly. And they were going live, like Sam Hyde was like boxing in the basement, like, telling everybody like the rules of the show and stuff like that. Like, don't be an idiot, like it's content, like there's a lot of work that he put into this and like to respect it and stuff. Because they're gonna be shiz on the internet, I realize. Even if it's a cool project that you think that people would have like self decency, there's gonna be bad people on the internet, right? So he's telling them all that on Sam and Nick's Perfect Clips. But before Sam went live on Sam and Nick's Perfect Clips, Sam and Nick's Perfect Clips were in the comment section or in the live chat of my show. The official channel was in my show in the chat and said something to the effect of "Good evening, gentlemen." So he said hi, and we said, "Oh my god, that's them!" Like it was cool, man. Like it was like that was them. Like that was and then on top of that, they went live after. So I was like, to me, that was like the unspoken like nod of the head, like that they saw what I was doing. They were in my chat. They like, they didn't say like, "Hey, we sanctioned this guy," but it was like, "Hey, they know it. They could have flagged me. They could have told me to stop, right? They could have told me like, "Hey, cut this out," type of shit. But they didn't. And I said, "Hi, good evening, gentlemen." And we said, "Hey, thank you." And I think we said like, "Hey, thank you. Like, we really enjoyed the project." Like, and we might have joked around and been like, we hate Letty. I don't think we even hated Letty at that point. The meme wasn't developed. So they were in our chat, and then they went live a little after that. So they were Sam and Nick and the crew. Well, maybe not Sam and Nick, but Sam and the crew were aware of me since the first day I streamed. So I was like, okay, so that means they kind of like what I was doing, or at least didn't hate it or didn't think that they should get rid of it. Or if they asked me to stop, like I would have stopped. I even messaged Jet. I was like, "Hey man, thank you for allowing me to thank you for the show, and I appreciate all the stuff. If you want me to like change any of the names, or you want me to delete the VODs, or you want me to just stop in general, let me know, because I don't want to step. I'm a fan. I want to add to this. I want to do my piece to help add to it, and they until everybody got copyright claimed. It was chill, and then even after that, I reached out to them, and we had a deal arranged where if I deleted the VODs after 24 hours, I can keep them up. But yeah, I mean, so they were aware since day one.
Are they all privated now, or do you have them like they're still there?
I have them. It was 42 days. I was live. I think there was 2 or 3 days where I wasn't live.
Yeah.
because like I think I had my cousin's birthday party one day.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what was the other day. I honestly don't remember. But it's something. I had an outside life besides being able to sit there for 42 days straight. So I mean, 42 days times 24, that's like what, 800? That's a lot of content. Like, can we do the math real quick?
106, I think.
No, well,
Maybe
42. Let's do it. 40 times 24 is what? That's 24.
Oh, yeah.
Would be
I think I was off a little bit.
8. So 480 times 2 would be 960, and then plus the other 4. So 960 plus another 72. So like
24
over
times 48.
like around 1,000 hours of content, and I haven't edited it down yet. So I'm lazy. So I do want to edit it down because I think, and it wasn't quite 1008, right? Because there was a few days where I didn't stream, but like there was a lot of content, and I haven't edited it down because I am lazy, and also it's daunting, and I'm also working, so and I'm also trying to do my other show, and these are excuses, but
Are you planning on doing it though?
I want to, yeah. I actually would really like to just pay somebody to do it for me, but money being money and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna. There are rants. Like I think my show, I think it added to it. We had some great callers, and by the end of it, like the people who were running my show, like when I would go to sleep, I would let people in. I have like a trusted mod, and anybody could like run the show. That was kind of the deal. Like if Fish Tank was this open thing that they trust the community, like. My thing was like the show is like part of the community. So like if the rule was if you come in, you talk to me, like if you're cool, you get powers to like be host and like hang around. And it was really cool because I met some really awesome people. And I had a really great time. And I think the show, my own show, like in parallel to Fish Tank, had its own arc. There was a bunch of happenings that happened. And we had like discussions on it, and we had like people who were like into like pseudo psychology. There were some people who called in who were like who were in the military or had like experience as prison guards and stuff like that. And I was not just looking at it as a entertainment thing, but I was looking at it from the psychological aspect of this, right? Taking phones away from people. And the Milgram-esque experiment and the Stanford Prison-esque experiment, and I think overall the show was excellent. But I really wanted to be able to like, it was nice because I was able to like guess and try to figure out what was going on. You know what I mean? Like got to like theory craft and stuff like that. And it was an awesome time.
Speaking of experiments,
42 days. I'm not. Don't acknowledge him. If you don't acknowledge him.
Yeah, how can I talk with you?
He's like a T-Rex. He has no clue that he.
At all times, you continue to. Oh wow, you got muted. Holy shit! I didn't do that. I don't have perms. Sorry, Brick. You get fucked. Hello, Toxic. What's up?
Not much.
How's this?
This is
how's
bullshit. Fuck you guys. You fucking assholes. How are you gonna mute me on my own fucking interview? Fuck you, Matt Pitt. This isn't now recording.
I didn't do it.
This is fuck. Yeah, but if you didn't open your fucking yap,
I didn't do it.
It was probably fucking Nietzsche. That fucking.
I highly doubt that was Nietzsche.
Yeah, it probably was her because she likes you and she hates me. Okay. Yeah, I fucking told you. I told you, you stupid.
Whoa. All right. Anyway, we're 3 hours in. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Toxic.
Hi, sure. Now it's the Matt Pitt show. Might as well steal this show from me. You're gonna steal Now Recording from me. You might as well steal this one too.
How did I steal Now Recording from you?
Thanks for the sub. Lol.
Well, because I mean, like, if it wasn't for me being like, hey, who are all these people? And having you guys explain all the drama, and being like, hey. You guys should make a show called Now Recording.
Bullshit.
I don't remember that
I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Just because you're under the table does not mean you started the podcast.
That's a joke. But, I mean, hey, man, I didn't start it, but, I mean, I was definitely the centerpiece of the happenings on that server. So, I mean, if I wasn't there doing what I was doing, those conversations might not have happened.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure,
See, everybody, Matt Pitt admits that I am the official, unofficial, possible spiritual creator of Now Recording.
No.
And I'm coming in to take D-Max and Mitch's spot next week. They are fired as of effective immediately. Actually, you know what? D-Max can stay. Matt Pitt is fired. D-Max can stay. That is the decree by King Brick Shit. Look forward to King Brick Shit. I'm now recording next week.
Yeah, I had a question for you, Brick.
Oh my God, you never shut up, Matt. Jesus fucking Christ. It's my interview.
And I have a question.
Oh my God.
Can I ask you a
I've been
question?
talking for how long? You haven't had an answer yet?
I just wanted to ask. Honestly, this could have been answered. I don't know. I haven't been watching.
Yeah, don't even pay attention. Calls in the show doesn't even. Look, would I call into your show and did not know what's going on?
Yes.
Okay, well, from now on, that's what I'm gonna do. Fine,
Okay,
and we'll
good.
see how you
All right.
like it.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you've done before. You've done it plenty of
I
times.
always know. I have notes and letters and things and stuff.
Schizophrenia. And...
Whoa! How could you say something so true? Nah, man. In all seriousness, schizophrenia is hilarious. If you have schizophrenic people and you know them, walk behind them and whisper things and, and push things over, rearrange stuff. It's a really funny. It's really good. All right, Matt. I'll joke aside. How you doing, Matt Pitt?
I'm doing good. My question is, what was your favorite debate that you've been in?
I mean, my favorite debate.
Yeah, you've been in a lot of debates within the Discord server, some publicly, some privately.
My personal. You go first.
My personal favorite is the one you had with Rev. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Rev was cool. I was hoping that you guys were A-logging that whole thing because I was under the impression that everybody was A-logging that, and there was like a whole series to come out of that, which was way cooler if you guys understood content. But I mean, it
was like my first experience with you, and I was
Needles has it. Hey, Shadow Humor, what's up? Needles has something.
I don't think Needles. I don't know, maybe.
Bro, if oh fuck, I owe Needles $100 now.
Oh wait, did you find the clip of?
That's what he must have. I owe
Did you
Needles
find the clip of you at the concert?
Fuck, damn it, Needles! Shut up, Needles! Shut up, Needles! Shut up! You don't have it, okay? Somebody else will get it. It's gonna be a Twitter contest. You can't schizo and get it already. Jesus fucking Christ! Whatever.
Good job, Needles.
Oh no, he says he has the Rev. Okay, anyway, the Rev debates were cool. The funny about Rev was like I was on like a whole bunch of like concepts that I was working with, and then me and him were just chill, and then he just freaked out on me out of nowhere. Remember that?
Yeah, it was it was like he was all, and then every time he was losing, he was just like, yeah, that was my plan all along. I'm messing with you, trolling. It was funny.
It was an odd time. I mean, what's a healthy thing to do, Matt Pitt? When you get a man who might be suffering a schizophrenic break, have him debate a Satanist.
Yeah, I think that works out. And a Satanist and a fellow like drug dealer. Yeah.
It was. Oh, and the morality of him selling whatever. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
But like that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The Rev was fun. I think Rev was a lot. I actually had a lot of fun debating Rev. That was. The Bunk one was fun too because I was like lapping him and he was like having a meltdown as that was going on.
Yeah, you guys were great together. I still wish you guys would have done the Brick and Bunk podcast.
Oh my God!
I haven't heard from him. What happened was I was trying to contact him about like the fight and like maybe other stuff going in the future. And I did Fish Tank, and honestly, I haven't reached out to Bunk. Never. I thought Bunk would have called in and be like, "Hey, King Brick Shit, nice to see you on your show. How was Fish?" But Bunk doesn't care, I guess.
Well, no, you did Fish Tank, and you were too good for everybody.
Well, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. How many still recordings have you done?
A lot. They're unreleased. They're for the premium members, Matt.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't. It's monetization, Matt. Somebody's got to pay the bills because I ain't. All right. I think though my favorite, like the Rev debates were fun. The Bunk one was fun. I debated a few other people. It's kind of like a blur almost. It's a year and a half ago, right? And a bunch of debates on Discord. Which is why I wish they were being recorded. But whatever. But I think the funnest one was Banana.
Oh yeah, I remember the banana debate. Yeah.
Well, because we were debating the morality of if truth can be ascertained, because Banana wanted to give me a fucking like a doozy to see if I was dummy or not, and then I wanted to, you know, like give a counterpoint back, and because I had talked to Planet is Weirdos the day before about like her situation and stuff like that, about how like America is like, you know, there is truth to be ascertained in the world. But it's, you know, it's hard. What was my thesis on it? Is truth to be ascertained. It's our job to like bring that truth forward. But there's a problem because we live in a society where that mechanism to like bring truth forward is like clouded and muddied on purpose, for whatever reasons. You can call it profit. You can call it like mind control, whatever you want to call it. But so that whole thing is muddied, and there is truth to be ascertained. And and then my counterpoint, like, because of that relation was, well, as an American, we're supposed to have freedom of speech. We're supposed to be able to bring those truths forward, and we're supposed to be able to understand and learn this type of stuff. That's what makes our country better than everybody else in the world. Like, we're not just because the flag and the history doesn't make us a better country. The whole point is this, right? That I get to go and say, I hate women. Oh, fuck, Jesus Christ.
Well, there you go.
Well, whatever. Well, that was in quotes. I was quoting an actual woman hater featured on the Now Recording podcast with, what's your name again? I forget your name. I'm so much more important than you at this point, Matt. I don't. Oh, there you go. Your name, Pit Viper.
Yeah.
Mr. Pit Viper. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And so reeling it back. So we were supposed to be able to have and like ascertain these truths, but we're not able to because of like the way society has kind of like dealt us these cards. And I think, you know, that's where I come in. Like, I think that these type of conversations and like using humor and using like the ability to like fight back against people who like obfuscate the truth is one of the biggest things that can help America take its place as the leader of the free world. And that was my like counterpoint, is that there is truth to be ascertained. But because it's not able to be ascertained, it's causing the world to be worse. It's causing our country to be worse. And we're kind of like these big bullies, and we're not like doing any good for the world. But America should, America should be there to help stand up for the little guy and stand up for what's right. But we don't always do it all the time. In fact, as of recently, we kind of side with the bad guys sometimes, as messed up as it is. Not all the time, there's always nuance. But as we did that, and I was like, well, America needs to be this to make the world safer, and that way everybody else can flourish and have a good time. And as we debated that, and I was it was on the precipice of the Ukraine-Russian war, and that, and I don't know, that was really interesting to me because it was like we were having a conversation about like America's role. And like I remember the next 2 days in Shot from the Point was everybody thought, oh, should America be siding with Ukraine? Should we be fighting? Should we be whatever? I had positions on that, but like it was really interesting because Banana tried to get me with some head ass fucking, see if Rick can understand the concepts of like basic metaphysics and truth and stuff like that. And then because I wanted to be a shithead, King Rick shithead, like fired back with to take it out of that heady space to a more relevant space that we exist in, and it became fucking so relevant that we were debating that it was America's role. And I think I was like saying like, oh, we're supposed to be able to protect like fucking Ukraine and shit like that, but nobody believes us that we're good anymore. And I was literally debating this type of shit as the war kicked off, and it was, you want to call me schizophrenic or, I didn't start the war, but we definitely were debating whether America should be like taking the role it takes as the war kicked off. So I mean, that was really cool, man.
Yeah, that was very insightful.
That whole time though, I have to say that from like February until I guess I went back to work, right? And even after I went back to work was still pretty cool because I was in there pulling wire, fucking, Discording and stuff like that. Oh, don't tell my boss. Whatever. I was still doing my work. So, it was a really good time. I got to meet a bunch of maybe you don't consider me as a friend. I'm just the mascot of the show. But I met a bunch of people that I would consider like at least very friendly and like awesome people. I met you. You guys helped me out, right? Like I was definitely not schizophrenic, but I was definitely going through like fucking definitely going through an interesting time. And I will still say it. I will still fucking say it. Okay, I could talk about synchronicities and all this weird stuff, right? And you can call me schizophrenic, and you can't fucking like nail anything down. It's all like, oh, it's just your perspective. Brittany Venti did a fucking stream last year, okay, where she was like that night she was like, she was talking like about how like New York is like shitty. And how like all these people fucking suck and the subway sucks because she was harassed in the subway and shit like that. And she did like a little joke which like, I put a hex on the subway. I curse you with gas or something like that. That was her line. That morning, like this happened at night. That morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning, the next day, there was a shooting on the subway, and the person used smoke bombs as like as a gas attack.
So you think Britney's a witch?
I didn't say it. You said that. There was a lot of theories that could have went there. You said that one, but I did meet. I have run into a bunch of witches in the past year. So yeah, maybe.
See, I tried to get Brittany Venti on now recording, and if I could, I would definitely invite you on for like a minute.
I'm too big for that show, man. I mean, you can have her on.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
you got the fish tank stuff going, huh?
Yeah, you could have her on, I guess. What? Oh, you're trying to get her on for that drama between her and. I
was just trying to get her on for an interview in general, honestly.
You should. You like I don't know. Like I think it'd be good, and I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, talk to Tommy.
Oh, Tommy's afraid of her.
What do you mean Tommy's afraid of her?
Yeah, Tommy doesn't. Tommy's Tommy is weary of her. He's like hesitant.
Is that because he said she has pretty titties?
No, no, it's because
Tommy said that on stream. He said, I thought it was funny. Pretty titties, it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
She does have nice tits. I mean, what?
No, she's like she's gotten people before. She's trolled people, and so Tommy's just weary of her.
I thought you were gonna say like a witch. I thought you were like Tommy's afraid of her. Yeah, because Tommy thinks she's gonna put some fucking black magic on him or something like that. So everybody, you heard it here first. Matt Pitt confirmed Brittany Venti is a witch. Tune in next week for more happenings on witches, warlocks, and witchcraft, also known as YouTube. I'm kidding. All right, the joke. It's a joke, everybody. Joke. She's a fucking witch. I knew it. See, Eva knew. See? And I trust Eva, okay? Eva knows. Eva's smart.
Are you preparing yourself for the next fish tank?
Am I preparing myself for I am stocking up on cocaine and energy drink.
And cocaine. There's rumors of it being in December, right?
And actually,
I
mean, I could definitely, there's definitely some more things I could do, but I have it, luckily, my boss understands, that, I'm, trying to, do content and stuff like that. Like, remember the whole spiel I told you guys last year about how, I really want to, do this instead of doing manual labor all day, and I think I have a knack for talking and being able to
definitely have a knack for talking.
Oh, and sometimes it makes sense, right? That's the important part.
Sure.
Sometimes I'm witty, and sometimes I'm shitty, but that's in the name. So I have he knows he likes the stuff I do. He saw Fish Tank, and I was like, right now I have it aligned where I work between 10 12 hour days, 4 days a week. I get off on Friday so I can make content that I don't make because whole bunch of Discord. Matt, you want to cover some Discord drama? I got some good old
what's going
on? Run.
What's going what's happening?
Synopsis.
Oh,
You know what? Well, let me put it this way. There was sides that were drawn. There was things that was said. There was lies that were told. And there were exchanges that not everybody was happy with. And a bunch of people I yelled at in my server, and they all cried and left. because
Ah.
I called them fucking a bunch of names, and deservedly so.
Are these fish tank people?
No, not like of Fish Tank directly, but the people I've met through Fish Tank. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like people that came in while you were doing the fish tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
Matt
so you,
Pitt. Mm-hmm.
so that's not me. So you yelled at them? You yelled at all of them?
Oh, the Toxic. Did I yell at them?
Nope,
Not all of them, specifically one-on-one. Like because I had issues with my mods. You know, when things that were not supposed to be happening happened, they didn't tell the guy who owned the server.
Yeah.
Which I had is that you think that's a reason to get upset about if you're
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. So yeah. It was. We could talk about it off air. Because this isn't about them. This is about
Okay.
me, Matt Pitt. This is my moment.
Okay. Well, you said you wanted me to hear the Discord drama, so I was interested.
Well, I knew you. That was a test, Matt Pitt. I wanted to see if I could get you hook, line, and sinker with a disc. It never happened. I made it up.
Yeah. Okay.
What? What do you mean? Okay. No, yeah, that's the culminating of me selling my server. Yeah. So yeah, look into the the Toxic. Me and him did a thing about me selling my server.
Okay.
Check that one out, and then we'll talk more. But
A lot of blurred
any-
lines in that one.
any other questions? Or are you just here wasting people's time?
I was waiting for Xylee to go live. I figured I'd come in and say hey.
Oh, what? Xylee going live is more important than your good old pal King Brick shit?
He's
Is
been
that-
live. Toxic's been live for like 3 hours.
So,
Yeah.
Doing his thing.
A lot of questions.
we're doing... What time is it? Oh, shit.
Late.
It's 12. Holy shit. I have work tomorrow.
I have something to do and a hurricane tomorrow.
I didn't sleep last night. Well,
Take care
I
of your
mean,
PC, buddy.
It's
what do
on
you
the
mean?
floor.
Yeah, yeah. Matt Pitt cares about Toxic's PC.
Yeah,
at least.
well, I got 2 people now that are in a hurricane. So D-Max is looking after
Oh.
his PC as well.
Oh my god. I have 2 people in the hurricane. I don't know if they'll make it. I swear to God, though, that
they gotta-
PC will-
They got to just cradle their PC the whole time. Make sure it doesn't-
They need to evacuate the PC to high ground.
Just
Yeah.
ship it off.
Yeah, if you go down, just ship it to me. I'll take care of it.
No, yeah, everybody ship Matt Pitt your computers. Matt Pitt knows what to do with them.
Hey, Matt, what's your address?
No, I'm good.
All right, Matt Pitt's address is 342 Magnolia Boulevard,
I knew he was gonna say fucking Boulevard.
West. You know what? Screw you.
West
All right.
Newbury, Massachusetts.
Anyway, Matt Pitt. So, do you have any questions specifically, other than the questions you already asked about my favorite
Nah,
debate? I have a
nah.
question. Besides the favorite debate, what was your favorite? What did you think of? All right, here's my question. That's a good question, actually. What did you think of when you first encountered me?
I thought you were a psycho, but you were really funny, and I was very interested on how you were able to captivate all the autists in a VC. So I would sit there and listen to you for like 6 hours.
Me.
Well, did you learn the secret?
And by the way, these are people that I've never seen again. Like they just listened to you for like 6 hours and they just left.
Hey man, I have
We had one call in earlier.
yeah,
Oh,
actually he thought I died. He it was him. So the first day I met you, it was this guy Toast Butt Band. It was Sally Travone and Extreme Dad was there, and we had that like short conversation. You're like, yeah, Brick, you'll fit in this community. And I was having this conversation. That guy Toast like didn't show up on Shot from the Point anymore after that. Like kind of like separated from the
Yeah.
community a little bit. And he thought I died. He lost my original account, got deleted because of Needles Durden. Well, I guess because of me, but thanks, Needles Durden. Thank you, Needles, for all those discords. Really enjoyed that one. Oh my god, my account deleted. Oh, anyway. So he thought I died, and he only found me when I was doing Fish Tank. He was on YouTube, and he was like, "Wait, this is Brick? What?"
That's funny.
And he called in. He's like, "Yo, I thought you died, Mike."
That's funny.
So yeah, it was cool. It was a good. So that was okay. So you thought I was a psycho. You thought like you want to see what the secret sauce was?
Yeah.
Captivating all these autists. Do you have any like particular favorite moment besides just like the debates and stuff like that?
You're fucking traveling through New York City. You basically did like an IRL stream for. a
Oh,
bunch
we
of people on
did
PC.
like 40 minutes on that.
That.
No,
Well,
no.
I mean, that's my favorite moment.
Yeah.
Hands down the best moment.
Great content. It was. Did I
Yeah.
not give the shot from the point paid server amazing content?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Great content.
That Rick Room stays. The Rick Room stays. Okay.
I don't know. I've
I,
seen the VCs disappear. Now there's only 2.
I earned that. All right. I'll be back more. I'll be back more to take my spot back. But that VC
Allegedly.
stays. Tommy's gonna hear this and delete the fucking thing tomorrow, isn't he? I know how Tommy works.
He's not listening. You're
Yeah,
good.
he's got better things to do.
Well, I do have to say, Matt, like, thank you very much, though. Seriously,
Yeah.
all bits aside, like you gave me a platform, you showed me around, and you really helped me out. You were pulling for me. You helped me with, I didn't realize at the time, but like when you hooked me up with Drew,
Bullshit.
when you hooked me up with Drew, like, I didn't realize like that was one of the guys who was in the like photo with Tommy. That was Drew and
Yeah.
Mr. Metaphor Messiah. So
Yeah.
like, shot from the point, royalty, King Brick style. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thank you, and tell Tommy,
Yeah.
call on my show time to time.
Yeah, sure. I'll let him know, Brick. You have a good.
Wow, fucking hell, I'm
Alright.
glad he's gone. I'm so glad he's gone.
All right, Brick. We're heavily 3 hours into this.
Heavily.
I have
what?
one more regular question that I don't want you to go too much into detail, and then we're gonna do rapid fire. Okay?
We're gonna do rapid fire. Okay. Well, so what do we got? So we wrapped everything up from my start to.
We did all that. We did. You ran through
Fish
Unhinged.
Tank. We did.
Oh, I got
New
one more
York.
fish tank. I got one more.
Oh,
fish tank.
We never even covered my actual you covered the fish tank thing. We never covered like my roundup and all that other stuff. And I canceled Abby and whatever. Fine, sure, okay.
I'll do that on day 1,000 or something. I wanted you to go into for fish tank. Just
1,000.
like
That's like a fucking year and a half. Jesus Christ, I'll be 30. Dude. All right, whatever.
hilarious. I'll be like nowhere near 30. Anyway,
Old ass.
not too much detail, but like a simplified story. Go from like how you got onto fish tank.
Oh, okay. Fish Tank. They had a bunch of contests. They eliminated people every week. Eventually, it got down to be the last 2 contestants, because they're girls. Contestants.
There you go.
There were 4 contestants left on the show.
But
I
2
mean,
people.
she didn't really have any fucking. Well, anyway, there was 2 contestants left on the show: Josie Gang, and evil Stinky Letty. And so what happened was they all got the last thing was they had to be locked in the room for, was it a week? Was it a full week? They were in there for I think maybe a week. It was like a full I think they were in a full week. They were locked in the bedroom 2, which was the bedroom where there was poop in the closet, pee on the floor, like nasty place. And they were locked in there, and it went absolutely crazy. Part of the rules was they weren't allowed to leave, and in order to, except for if like the crew took them out, or like for part of a contest or whatever, or they had to go to the bathroom, but they had bathroom passes and they had to ask for the bathroom, right? So they had to ask for the bathroom. So in order to do that, it's a live 24/7 live feed. They could have just asked the camera, right? But I thought like, oh, they should just ask the camera. But so they gave them walkie-talkies to ask. They asked to like call in and ask for the bathroom, which I guess it makes sense. If like the guys are like doing other stuff and not exactly paying all attention because it's like 2 a.m. or something like that, you want to hear like a chirp from a walkie-talkie instead of like the girls being like, I have to pee, But Game Theory Brick over here, or maybe I am right on this, viewed that as a challenge because I saw those walkie-talkies and I said, like, you can't get in the house because somebody had doxed the house already, right? And you wouldn't want to get in the house. Like, that's fucked up. You can't, with everything you have to do through TTS, right? Like, everything is controlled, right? It's in the house, right? But when I saw those walkie-talkies, I said, that's a challenge. Like, I could use a walkie-talkie. Like, that's a walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkies are just open air radio waves. You could if you get close enough to the house and you get on the right channel, you should be able to go and get on the radio, their radios on the show. So I was like, fuck, I gotta go. I have walkie-talkies. Works great. There's a bunch of channels on my walkie-talkie. Let's go. So thanks to Shadow Humor, thanks to JFA, thanks to all my fans, everybody who helped make it possible. Abby, who helped hold down the stream, because I didn't stop streaming. I basically, what I had to do was I booked a train to up there. I guess they know where it is. Providence, Rhode Island. I booked a train to Providence, Rhode Island. I had a Mr. Monty Corbello, my co-conspirator, my partner in crime, as we say. He drove from west of me, met me at Providence. We drove to the house. I had it planned out. I knew where the house was. I knew that how we were gonna get there, how we were gonna get within range and shit like that. And like I had this whole thing planned out. I just, I was gonna go by myself and Uber and walk around and stuff like that. But my friend Monty like offered to help. And he's like, oh, it's cool. Like I saw this as a challenge. I saw it as like, this is one, I'm doing a 24/7 live commentary coverage of MD's Fish Tank. So that's cool enough. Two, this is the first ever of this show, which I think should go on and on and on. Like I want to see like Sam and Nick and the guys, like I see them like doing network level content, and I like to see them do more of it. And I've like the way I value experiences in life, right? Like be there, enjoy, like, be at the right place at the right time type of stuff. And I said, this is the first ever of a show like this ever, right? And this is a challenge. One, it was a challenge already to do the 42 days of content, of, live commentary coverage, and also add to it, not just like blabble like an idiot all the time. We did a lot of times though. So I saw this challenge. I hopped on the train. Monty picked me up. We went there. We got hot dogs from Nick's Hot Dogs. We stopped in. We got dogs. Yeah. We got the sponsor. They were actually good dogs, actually.
I really like their bark,
Needles, bro. Needles is fucking. Yeah, I hear you, Needles. So we went. We got dogs. We came back, and they put beans and cheese on the dogs, which was actually really interesting and good combo. And they like a whole like a meat sauce. It was really good. Really pretty girl behind the counter too.
Get back to the story, right?
The girl was fucking dime piece, and she had like blue lipsticks on, and what it reminded me of, like, it's Coral Blue number 2,
right.
SpongeBob, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool. We're getting sidetracked. So I go there, we get the dogs, we come back, we turn on the radio, right? Do I have the other radio to get the actual sound effect? Nobody cares. Okay. So I go there, we try all the stations. Actually, we first try, my radio has an ability to listen to all the channels and then lock into whatever ones people are talking on. Yep. So we did that. We heard a frequency. We're like, oh, is that them? And then we tried to call them, and it wasn't them. And then we tried to call them, and then it turns out that might have been the cops. And then we're like, oh, shit. And so that didn't work. And then we tried again, and we couldn't get the radio to pick up the channels, because I thought radio walkie-talkie 22 channels. There's 22 channels on all walkie-talkies. Yep. I know they had a different brand radio than I did, but I thought dummy me was like, my radio has a bunch of channels and stuff, and there's frequency codes and passwords, and mine can do it. And I knew what type of radio they had, but I was like, oh, it seems like it should work. We go there, doesn't work. We're sitting there all day. We got there when it was sunny. By the time we gave up, it was dark, right? And this is summer, so it was like dark, right? I called a friend of mine, Seth Roth, the Hobgoblin herself. I called her to help us with the radio because she's ex-military, I guess. If I don't know, then I doxed her. And I would think that she flies. Oh yeah, Tommy said all the fucking time. She flies helicopters or flew helicopters. So I figured, helicopter pilot should know radios, right? So she was trying to help me out, and she was like, then she brought up, she's like, well, what channel is it on? What's the frequency band? And I'm like, yeah. And I showed her my channels. It's like, Brick, I don't know. Like, you have some of the channels will work on yours, but not all the channels. And she's like, can you enter the channels manually? And I'm like, no. And she's like, oh, well, they're on a different channel. You can't talk to them with your radio. So I'm like, fuck. And Monty's like, fuck. And we're like, oh shit, did I just drive all the way up here to not be able to get in contact with them? That would have fucking sucked. But we didn't quit. So we then went to Walmart, and we went and we looked for radios that had other channels in common with it. We went, we got that, and we came back. We were like, oh, it's gonna work. Didn't work. We like, fuck. All right. Monty's like, what do we gotta do? Like, do you want? I'm like, maybe we should just go. I'm like, should we go home? Like, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Because it was Labor Day, or it was a holiday next weekend. I don't know, fucking holiday. It was Monday holiday, some shit. And I knew what type of radio I had to get. At that point, I had to go buy a Baofeng ham radio. And it's more than just ham. It also does ham. You have to have a license, but it also does non-ham frequencies. So I was like, I gotta buy this. But no, I couldn't find it anywhere. I couldn't find it. No Best Buy, no big box store had it. I couldn't find it on like Craigslist or anything like that. I even went on Reddit and Discord to ham radio operators, Discords, and asked like, hey, does anybody have a fucking radio I could buy or like borrow? No response. So I was looking around the area, and there was a few Army Navy surplus stores that I found, and I'm like, you know what? If anybody has it, it's going to be an Army Navy surplus store. And I'm like, what are the odds they're going to be open? So we went back. We tried to get in the morning just in case maybe we missed it with our old radio. And we were just like, we were even thinking like, I don't know, maybe we'll throw a fucking baseball at the fucking house or something like that. Like, we went all this way. We weren't going to do that. But like, we were like, I don't know, let's wave at them or something like that. Then we're like, I called actually, no, we didn't even want to throw anything at the house. I wanted to stream at that point because I was kind of coy with my stream because I was still live. I didn't tell them that I was there, like within range of the house. So I was like, if I'm gonna go home, if we're not gonna get this, I might as well like at least tell people like I made it to the house. You know what I mean? Kind of let people in on it, right? But as I was doing that, I started calling a few Army Navy surplus stores. One had the radio. We went there. We got the radio. Guy sold us the radio. I had just enough money to buy the radio. Got it. Came back. And I luckily, because I'm whatever, I identified their radio that they had by like sight. I was like, this is that type of radio. And I downloaded. I got all the channel list that radio has and the frequency codes that radio has. And I programmed that into my radio, which has programmable frequencies. I had to learn how to do that on the spot. Like I had some help from Lemonade, guy from Lemonade 1947. Thank you very much, Quacker Watcher. Part of my podcast. Haven't seen him. But where the fuck are you, dude? Anyway, programmed in all 16 channels, right? Because I wanted to make sure that once I didn't want to like program one channel in and then like miss it and then they just change it to another channel. So I wanted to change it so I had all the channels. And so like if I did have to change it, I would just go channel change, channel change, channel change instead of like manually entering it every fucking time. So I took all the time, I entered all the 16 channels. I'm like, all right, let's test this out. And I call in on the first channel and I say, this is King Brick Shit's 24/7 live commentary coverage of MDE's Fish Tank, or I think that was it, right? And then I was like, all right, next one. I went, but the stream was on delay, and fucking Chosky is like, you did it! You guys did it! And we got into the radio. And then, yeah, that was it. But I did the thing. I said, like, Josie Gang, Josie Gang, Josie Gang, and what else did I say? I don't know. I don't know. I've said a few things. Well, I was like, we're in the house or something like that. And then I gave the call to Monty because I want him to do his call out, and he did Monty's call out. Actually, no, that wasn't Monty. Just held it up to the radio, and they played the radio. It was dumb.
Yeah, that's
the local radio. Yeah, it was stupid. I don't know. I would have done something more entertaining and interesting, but you know, that
Yeah.
was his thing.
Yeah.
So they did that. As soon as that happened, we got to say that. I said Josie Gang, Josie Gang, Josie Gang. Jet came upstairs. We got our few little broadcasts off, and then he took the radio. The girls were like, what's that? Is that the milkman? And Jet was like, yeah. And like the girls like knew I was like I must have been from the outside. In hindsight, I should have gave them a challenge. I should have been like, all right, flash challenge. Jump on one leg and pat your tummy or something like that. And see if I got them to do it. But that, honestly, I didn't want to fuck with this show too much. You know what I mean? I just wanted to go there and be like, hey, we did it. You know what I mean? And like, you know, joke around with them a little bit. And also like break the fourth wall on my show, you know? And like to do it, you know? I viewed it as like, the way that they did He Will Not Divide Us, where they found the house and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it was a challenge for the internet, you know what I mean? To creatively do that. So I did that. They took away the radios. Then we were chilling. Like, we were we happy. We were so fucking happy. It was awesome. It was like to do 42 days, 24/7 coverage. Again, I was doing 36-hour coverage at times, right? To go it was hard, man. The last week I was kind of like, you know, I was like, oh my God, like it was rough, man. It wasn't that hard, you know, it wasn't like fighting a war, but it took something. And then like to get to the end of that and then to like spontaneously plan that and like cap it off with that, was so cool. I was like ecstatic. And then, then Jet calls us on the radio. He's like, I forget exactly what he said, but he said something to the effect of, where are you? And we told him where we were. And he's like, how many are you? And I'm like, it's just the two of us. And he's like, all right, you know, I think, did he say fair play or something like that? He's like, yeah, you're allowed to do it. You know, you're allowed to do that. You know, just don't come on the property and respect the show. And we said, you know, yeah, thanks, man. Thank you. Like, I hope we were just trying to have some fun with it. And I said, thank you. We did nothing but respect. Love the project. And yeah. And then we hung out for a little bit. I brought a handy cam there to kind of do like a behind the scenes of this. Yeah. But all the footage got blown out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all the footage got like super overexposed. Like it's almost all useless. When I got home, I was heartbroken because I was like, that camera I had problems before where it like seemed like it was overexposing, but it wasn't.
Does it show the audio?
So I have some of the audio. Yeah, I have some of the audio. But we recorded everything. I recorded like getting off the train, like meeting Monty, like going to the place. We were like playing football and stuff like that, allegedly in Minecraft, and like I had a whole thing planned. And when I got home to find out like that I screwed the pooch and all the footage was like really, it was heartbreaking.
I don't know. I feel like we can do something with that, but
I'll definitely do something like that.
Good story.
It was great. It was great. It was great times. And then and then on top of that, I did that. We booked it. I drove Monty's car back. I didn't take a Greyhound back. I took the train up, and Monty drove me back. Well, I drove him. I let him relax, but he didn't relax because he said I drive like a maniac. Actually, he's lying. It was cool until we got to New York, and then we did like the Cross Bronx Expressway, and that thing's like a racetrack, man. And I was just like, it was funny. I almost crashed Monty's car. A lot of fun times. Not really, but it was. Ask Monty about it. Wait, Monty, call in. Monty, call in.
No.
Wait, no, it's my interview.
I know, but I'm fucking tired, and we got shit to do in the morning.
Well,
you gotta go to work.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
No.
I'll stream. I'll keep doing. Hey, what I tell you last year with the last interview? I said I could go on and on and on and on. And we need to do a 24/7 live comment.
Look, Break, when we meet up in October, we'll do it, alright? Spoiler alerts.
October? Wait, don't come to my house. What the fuck are you?
Yeah,
What do
that's
you
the
meet
plan.
up? What do you
I'm
mean
gonna bring
meet
your
up?
house down.
Oh no, what do you mean? What do you mean? Wait,
I'm gonna bring your house down. That's what I mean. All right, we got a couple rapid fire questions we got to get to, and then we're getting out of here because I gotta go to
burning
sleep.
down the house. Here's your
Brick.
ticket. Pack your bags.
Rick, you like to share music. You have a pretty good taste in music. Give the audience one artist. Go. Check it out.
At the start of the show, Decca.
There you
Okay, real quick. Like him, indie rapper, talks about really interesting and not just but like thought provoking and like spiritual concepts that I like. And I did a handshake deal with him where I traded some photos, some analog photos, for the rights to use his music.
Nice.
Yeah, super cool dude.
Next question. How bleak would your life be without Google Maps?
I love Google Maps.
Yeah, that was Seth gave me that question.
I love Google Maps. You can live vicariously. You can live vicariously. You can figure. Funny story, real quick. I've built model airplanes with my grandfather. We built one model airplane. My grandfather used to fly model airplanes. We built a model airplane. My grandfather had a buddy in upstate New York that we went to see. We brought the plane, and he was his buddy from that used to fly planes with him. So we brought the plane that I built. Me and my grandfather built up there. We built, and we were gonna go flying, and we couldn't. We went to go to the Remote Control Air Park and couldn't find it. The guy who lived up there didn't know where it was. This was pre-smartphone, right? This was just like flip phone era, I guess, right? And I was looking. I perused around Google Maps, and I found there was nothing, like no marking for it on like the internet and stuff like that. But I looked and I found on Google Maps a clearing that I'm like, that's it, that's the field, and I found the field from Google Maps. So yeah, I love Google Maps. It's great. My coworker once said, if with Google Maps you have more technology, reconnaissance technology than the CIA did in the 60s.
Probably true. I mean, you spend a lot of time on Google Maps. Anyway, final two things.
I want to travel the world, man. I would, if I could do it, man. I want to provide content, and I'd like to, I want to go and see this rock before,
Yeah, sure. I was watching the original interview last night, and I was showing Doug, and he compared you to Alice Cooper. How do you feel about that?
I don't know Alice Cooper. I mean, I know he's the rock guy, but I don't know. He's from Twisted Sister, right?
I don't know.
I guess that's good. I don't know Alice Cooper enough, but thanks, Doug. Thank you, Doug.
Right. And the final
am
question.
I like Alice Cooper, guys? I don't know.
I don't know either. The final question, Break. How many tabs do you currently have open on your computer?
Oof. You want a real count? Like, do you want a serious count?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. Do you want me to count like one by one, or do you want like a guesstimate?
Just give me a guesstimate.
All right. So, Jesus Christ. So I have currently, I have multiple browsers on my computer. I currently have Google Chrome, and Brave open. I have 3 Brave browsers open. On one of them, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I have 30 on one of them. Let me go to the second one. Give me a second. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 on the other one.
I just told this guy I wanted the guesstimate.
Because it's unbelievable. And then I have on the third one that's open, I have 30 and 40, right? So that's 70. Then I have 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. And then I have 4. That's just raw tabs, and then I have. I figured out that I could nest tabs into other things, So then I have 4 nested tabs open. So I was that 105. So then I have in those ones I have 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Check out the roundup.
26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 40.
He also does the recording on my channel. Here's my first episode of Fribbles.
50, 51, 52, 53.
Probably more content coming out, especially
54.
in October.
55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60.
If you're bored in the morning, check out P. Paul Riveter.
1, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90.
Got a lot of stuff going up on my channel.
91,
soon.
92, 93,
still
94,
recording
95, 96, 97, 98.
Fribbles in a couple weeks. We got new game show, Forte to 50. It's definitely not a parody of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with some little twist going on there.
209, 210, 211, 212, 213. And that's my Brave browser. So then I have 5 Google Chromes open.
All right, guys, I'm going to go eat a watermelon. And I will
the other
see you
one, all
guys
right.
in the next stream.
In Google Chrome, I have
Bye.
1.
Yeah, got me in this party all up in the zone. Hottest Betty's trying to take away my cell phone. Like, come and party, I've been trying to shake you off my mind, but just can't get you off me. Keep it moving, they ain't worth it, yeah, that's what my father taught me. But for now, I'm going through the motions of letting go. Cause my mind's telling me yes, but my heart really don't know. Your heart went dark out of nowhere, yet I still see a glow. So we had the hot